Shut. 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 Morbius. Ta-da. Oh, I am dead. Fear me. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And if I do this, it still works, right? Okay, cool. Gaming. So, as you can see at the top of the chat box, we have card games happening. That is because I am currently spectating. This isn't a feature match, so I've not been paying attention to the ones that aren't feature matches. But you know, unmute M. Thanks, Windows. You know, we got things happening. There are 2 more rounds left of the YCS, but I've been watching it today, and I figure, you know what? I'll just have it on stream while we play Smite. Setting this up was a little bit of a pain. It's going to be significantly harder for me to read YouTube chat specifically today. Because, oh, heck, I forgot my background. Hold on, wait. I am supposed to have one of those. Alright, I fixed it. There we go. Gaming achieved. Fear me. Hold on. I'm moving the background. Ah, not that far. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Oh, I have to resize the game window too. Right, because we are... it is not as much smaller as that implies. Actually, it's basically the same fucking size. I have no idea why it looks like that on stream. Anyway, we're playing Smite 2 because, well, the alpha's here, and there's kind of not a reason to not play Smite 2. So, but yeah, reading YouTube chat, gonna be a little harder. Given that I am doing this in a particular way. And my my usual method of reading YouTube chat is currently occupied by the YCS, which I can't actually see on the same screen as I'm playing the game, unlike you guys. We are apparently in an empty lobby, according to the little match found graphic. I will be unmuting the YCS when feature matches are going, so, you know, that'll be a thing. Huck. And hopefully there are some good games. There have been some really bad ones today, I'll be honest. There have been good ones. And then there was branded puppet locking for game twice. So... yeah... that was unpleasant to watch. People be like, oh, we need to kill Brandon entirely because of puppet. Like, no, we don't. No, we fucking don't. Deck is literally playing ethical Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, it took me out of queue when it broke. I cry. Meanwhile, in Smite 2, though, if you did miss our stream the other day for this second alpha weekend, this is the second alpha weekend, if you didn't know that, by the way, we got a lot more spice going on this time around. Unfortunately, on her is missing Hecate and, I think it was Morgan that was supposed to be in this one, are also still, essentially what we've been told is they're not polished enough. And on her has an execute from full health, and he's not supposed to have that. So, that is a little bit unfortunate. We have a Loki support. I'll play the Cockadoodle-Doo man. We'll get up to some shenanigans with the Cockadoodle-Doo man himself. I have not played as the Cockadoodle-Doo man in Smite 2 yet. So this will be fun. I hope. But yeah, checking YouTube chat's gonna be minor penis in the anus. Yeah, my multi-chat widget literally doesn't work. Is there a I can refresh it. Does that do anything? No, we got dodged. I'm gonna cry. I want to play the freaking game, you frick. Yeah, the refresh button does nothing. Inspect. Uh-huh. Cool. Okay. Well, that no worky. So let's see then if I could just have just YouTube chat, or will it be weird? No, it also won't work. Yeah, okay. Yeah, a while back, Stream Elements chat plugin just kind of like broke permanently, and I've not been able to fix it. I've literally reinstalled it. It's just like, nope, if you're beyond a certain version, if you are on or past a certain version, it no worky. For me, anyway. So that's unfortunate. Also, for as much as I like Branded, I would really like to see Pure Cash win this this match here. That'd be awesome, because Pure Cash is... Kashtira is based, okay? Without a Rise Heart, and especially without a Rise Heart or Diablosis? Is it Blosis or... Because they're both cards. Diabolos and Diablosis. I think Diabolos is the Lair of Darkness asshole, right? A certain jungle, or am I a Kukulkan jungle? I would like to know this. I would like to have text chat so I can ask if the CERN wants to play mid. Doesn't change my build, but I would imagine it would in the finished game. Yeah, I like Kashtira, but I also like Branded. I mean, I don't like that Branded is currently puppet locking, but I can't really do much about that. All right. Let's get around the auto build here. Oh, frick. Okay, well, my items aren't going to change. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Figure out what we want to get for our first int item. I really think the best thing that we could get is, like, Pendant into Cosmic Horror. Cosmic Horror won't be online immediately for its extra CDR, but it will be once we get our third item, which is Worldstone, and I think that's what I want to get. Following that with either Eldritch Orb or Mirrodin, both of which I want to build, and then I want to get where the frick is it? Balor's Eye, because it do be giving us mana, and some of the stuff here is cool and gives us mana, and that's kind of what we really want. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab 2 mana pots. F and R, those are nice keys. Okay, it is in fact a CERN jungle. Nice, nice. 78 over time as compared to burst of 98. Cooldown is 15 compared to 7. Yeah, okay. Actually, on the other hand, though, this is AoE. I feel like I actually do want to get this first because of how I'm doing this. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Special emote. How are you emoting? How are people emoting? I don't have it. It's not VX anymore. I am confused. But yeah, I'm muting the stream between shit. I'm muting the stream between feature matches just because they play music that I'm not sure if I can have on stream. Okay. And CERN is playing mid, and I really thought he was like in the jungle for a reason. I would like to play mid as a Kukulkan, please. Allow me, the cockadoodle-doo man, to play the cockadoodle-doo man. I thought he was gonna keep walking. He did not keep walking. Oh, my sensitivity is like fucked. What is wrong with it? Are we back to normal? Is it back to default? Does it change every time I restart that? Well, no. But yeah, okay. It's reset for some reason. This is, like, actually unplayable, but I have to do this one click at a time. CERN, please. CERN, please. CERN, please. CERN, please. Your character is significantly more capable of jungling than mine. Go away. You didn't claim this role. I picked the mage. God, dude. Why? I swear to God, if he comes over and splits this, I'm gonna fucking cry, dude. I guess we're playing Kukulkan Jungle in Smite 2, chat. I didn't want to do this. I didn't get a choice. Okay, the one was better. I see that now. Alrighty then. Oh, flying phone. Oh, and someone has farmed the camps on the right side so that I can't go get them as well. Which means that he is also just competing for all of the farm. Oh well. Yeah, like everything is getting farmed. I'm going to level a 3 first for the sake of clear. Nice, he backed. Okay, cool. Now go into the jungle. Have you heard of hitting your abilities, Anubis? Okay, he has. I like how he can just laser me with his ult, but he can't hit his 2. That's nice. Why are we AFK, buddy? Why are we AFK, buddy? Yeah, and he's here to try and take this farm as well. I see you coming my way. You ain't getting shit. Oh, he might just be like a regular ass troll, actually. Not specifically trying to play mid. Look at him going toward duo lane. Look at him trying to take all of the jungle farm and play mid at the same time. Dost thou needeth proof of assholery? Thine hither. It doth be. Will this tag her? No. Oh well. Yo. Damn, that's unfortunate. Oh well. Man, I don't have good clear early on. Whee. Yeah, we're kind of fucking with it a little bit. It's fine. I should probably gank a lane. That's probably an idea. But, like, on the other hand, I don't, like, do anything right now. Actually, what I should do right now is farm. I was going to say back, but no, because all of my shit's getting stolen. And I can't ask them not to. I can't ask them not to. And it's really frustrating. I cannot wait for text chat to finally be back. Like, I know people are going to be toxic, but I just want to be like, please stop stealing all of the camps. I need farm, people. I got stuck on jungle. I didn't want to be here. I'm stuck with it. I'm trying, but you gotta let me farm. Can't gank if I'm just permanently fucking behind. Actually not. I think it's Bologna jungle. So I think I'm ahead. Okay. The next thing I want to do, like I said, is get... I think I want to get Cosmic Horror. Just, like, getting that mana regen early is probably going to go hard. You know? And I think that that's kind of just what we need right now. It'll, like, hugely increase my uptime alongside Pendant, which no longer gives mana regen, unfortunately. Blop. Ha! 67 damage, huh? Oh dear. Owie, my face. Gaming achieved? No, we're good. We got him. Nope, that didn't ping him somehow. I would like to bully this tower. That's Anubis. I can't help with Anubis. All of them Anubis. That's just a video. That's a reference to a video you can't watch anymore through the original upload, because it no exists no more. It has been removed. And I don't actually know why. It's a really good video. No. I really want to keep farming, but I mean, my camps are just getting jacked everywhere, absolutely everywhere. It's kind of impossible to work with. I'm being trolled, and it sucks. We can at least bonk this down here. Shit. We're so close, man. We're so close. It's not going to get me over, but it's going to get me some of what I need. And I think, yeah, it gets me some mana regen, which is good, but it's really not as much as I would want. It's not enough to actually matter, is like the core issue. Can I help Soul? No, I can't. But can I avenge her? Ooh, I can help her, actually. Right, I forgot that that has a dash on it now, which is really funny. Now, I hope Soul doesn't just, like, run in an int, because that would be disappointing. Damn, unfortunate. Get baited, nerd! Let's go! I just need a tiny bit of money. Is Loki actually playing support? No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like he just picked support, and I should have picked an actual support. Oh well, that's alright. Oh, is this a little like graphic about history of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh? I guess. I see Candina in 2018, and I'm like, You know, at no point would I think of Candina as like the first card that I would think of for 2018 Yu-Gi-Oh. Because if I'm thinking of like the anime, it's gonna be like Firewall, Decode Talker, Borreload Dragon. If I'm thinking of competitive, it's gonna be Firewall, Suprax, Gumblar Dragon. Yeah, he's not worth helping. He's a troll. Like I know he's low health there, but he's a troll. He's not worth helping. Oh my god, dude. Please give me a report button. Please, it can't come soon enough. Okay, I can't tell if we're about to start another feature match or not. Never mind, we're not, but I'm still troubleshooting OBS really quickly. Not troubleshooting, but there. Fixing so you guys can actually hear the game audio. Did that put me up over what I need? No, it's 225, right? Yep. Unfortunate. Frick. But it does let me one-shot those guys, which is cool. I'm not... Yeah, he's... No. No! Blight. You know, Blight is... oh, it's... Sorry, it's caustic. I thought it was called Blight. Huh? They changed the name? I wonder. He really is just trying to farm everything. There's no way he's not a troll. Wait, he's not even showing up on the map anymore. Huh? I broke it. I broke the map. Alright, let's go Pathfinder here. Let's find some paths. No, thank you. Go on, Loki support. I don't have the mana to do anything. Yeah, I'm out of mana. I have to run. Unfortunate. An attempt was made. They dragged the fucking Fury away as I pressed ult. That kind of sucked. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just I pressed the button and it no worky in time. Why can't I throw dragons faster? Get clear faster with the tornado right now. But for how long? I wonder. Bwop. I swear that takes less time to come out in Smite 1. Like, wow, that feels slow as balls in Smite 2. Oh my goodness. So does the tornado. The tornado feels really slow. Why does Kukulkan just feel like massively nerfed on top of the fact that he's missing so many items? Like, we don't have the items that make Kukulkan able to utilize his passive, which I'm assuming is, yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that's just him. He's not really savable here. That's the thing. He kind of poopy. Oh shit, he's really going in there. I don't have a lot of mana. Okay. He's not actually going in. Nice. I was debating if I wanted to go for the wave there. I think I'm gonna not do that though. We're gonna farm a little bit. Not a ton. I really don't have as much mana as I would like, and it's kind of annoying. No! I am what they call a pro gamer. Give me. Okay. And then max mana, which we can get from... Poly is one of the things that I did want to build here. There's a lot of items that are like they seem fine, but then like Kukulkan just doesn't have the things he needs, you know? Very unfortunate. I think with our fourth complete item, we'll have like really good clear, especially with it being Polynomicon. I don't know where I want to be going right now. It's... I just want to make sure Anubis can't, like, go crazy over here, I think. Yeah. No, I need people over here if I'm going to push that. Is it worth trying to peel for CERN? Probably not. But I am ahead of Bologna. I do have a Loki with me. Plop! Fear me! I am the gamer! I can't fucking believe inspiration stacks, by the way. That's one of the funniest fucking things to me. Like, you'd think it wouldn't, but it does. Easy. Yeah, we have enough for Poly. Huge. This is going to be more mana regen. And there we go. Okay. We get Balor's Eye. It's going to be a ton of pen. But I think that's about as far as I want to go with, like, trying to dedicate the build to Kukulkan's passive. I think we just get more value out of, eat a dick. Fuck off. I think we just get more value out of going, after this. Because this thing's huge, right? It's a decent chunk of power. But, the pen's also important, you know? But it's oh, it's actually not that big, is it? It's only Is that worth doing? Oh, it's actually probably not worth doing because we're just going like full burst, huh? I mean, just get way more value out of this. Or Jade Scepter. Oh, Jade Scepter's big, actually. Oh, wait a minute. Huh? Oh my god. Wait, this item seems insane. Wow. No, this actually seems insanity. Oh my god, dude. Because this thing's also it's 65, but it's another 14 power. It's fucking it's insane, man. Oh shit. Oh, we're trying. If Loki could stop body blocking me, that would be awesome. No, 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 CERN, don't come over. We're gonna feed if you do that. Or, well, he's gonna feed anyway. Okay, CERN is no longer the invisible player on our team. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. We just get so much value out of this as our first component to this thing. Yeah, and then after this, we're gonna get after we grab Soul Devour, I think I just want to get Eldritch Orb. Like, it is the most power we can get out of an item, even on Kukulkan. What is the base damage anyway here? 1170. That's not too crazy, I'm gonna be honest. Oh my goodness. Also, there's decent odds that the YCS will still be going by the time we do gaming with partners. Just, Huh? Wait, why did... Huh? I was not in the area of Whirlwind, though, thinking. I am confused. See, that time I was. Which is why I'm not confused why it happened that time. But out of fountain, I guess it might just count. No, but I've activated out of fountain. So I guess it just bugs sometimes. No. I would like to engage in mid lane, but like I don't know that it's the correct thing to... Okay. I'm not tanking it. Nor am I expressly helping the CERN, who is not surviving no matter what I do. because he's been feeding all fucking game. Fuck me. Okay, bye. Kind of just banking on the team right now. Although an ult will do quite nicely. I'm kind of a gamer. I'm kind of a gamer some days. Okay. Oh shit, there's my item. Now we will get a rock from the ground. Okay, gaming. So we just have like a ton of extra damage now. Wow, this is kind of crazy. Okay, Google Khan kind of goes nuts in the late game. I've heard from people that he's not great, but I know most games of Smite 2 aren't lasting long enough to actually get him like really built up like this. So I could kind of see where that perception comes from. I really want to see how he feels. Though we have like 5 items, we're pretty much set to do whatever the fuck I want. $893. No, I'm good. Ha! But like, I don't need to get the kill. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, so Blight is kind of nuts on Kukul Khan. That's what I'm learning. Caustic, or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm dead naming the Smite 2 buffs. I shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, here, let me really dead name them. The damage buff. That's like 4 dead names deep. Don't dead name people though. But like Twitter? Yeah, we can do that. It's not a people. Twitter is not a person. It also looks like we are getting started
16 different
with a feature match
that can make it, but we're now going to go into round 8, and maybe we're going to see more of those decks. Maybe we're going to hit more of that checklist.
1675.
Only about 12 different.
All right, what's our matchup? What's our matchup?
Just 12, you know. 12. But that's quite a bit of variation, especially when they're making it to the feature table.
So, as you can see, our 2 duels here are just hanging on by a thread. Neither one of them can afford to take this 3rd loss, or they will be out and have no shot at making it.
Shit.
5 wins.
I chose a bad time to
really
like tab out and check.
It's my B. Day 2.
X2 and 1. I don't know that that's going to be good enough with this number of people.
No, I don't think so either. I think like X2 has to be the minimum record, and so everything is on the line here. A tough time. Pressure is on. Not only are you on the cusp of being like knocked out of the tournament, but you're also
he walks into it
on the feature table where all eyes are on you, and
huge.
That makes some people that are less comfortable, you know, getting people looking over the shoulder playing you. This time you have the entire internet looking over you, so it's definitely gonna be a tougher time.
Especially this late in the day. Though it should be noted that this has been a really well run and efficient tournament. You're heading into round 8 here, and it's not even 7 o'clock.
I mean, I would say half of that is thanks to Tenpai. Tenpai has such a short game plan.
Even the commentators
I don't know how many
know.
people are actually playing with it, because I would imagine there are far more people playing Snake Eye, right?
I mean, Snake Eye.
I mean, Snake Eye's hugely represented, but the thing is, there are a lot of people that are putting a ton of fucking stock into Tenpai, right? And that is important to keep in mind.
Whether or not she's playing her favorite card, her favorite deck, maybe, perhaps. But,
50-second cooldown, by the way. I'm out of mana, but I have really decent secure in the form of pressing that button and doing 800 fucking damage to it.
Finished. They're shuffling.
Okay, so we can struggle with mana with multi-fights.
From our judges on where everything
This is actually the earliest I've tuned into a feature match, and the first time since I turned on the YCS that I haven't had to rewind the feature match, by the way. Because I missed the first 3 rounds. Well, I missed the first 2 rounds live. And so during the 3rd round, I
just short of a draw there, but here we go.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Shit. I'm not used to this jungle layout, man.
Got those Snake Eyes Flamber's Dragon sleeves.
But yeah, so I watched the first 3 rounds while round 3 was on.
Normal summoning of Decking Beast. As you can see, it is a Yubel versus Melodious match.
Yubel versus Melodious? Wait, is this Yubel or Fiend Link, though? Is this Yubel Sacred Beast, or Fiend Link? I'm assuming it's Yubel Sacred Beast if they're listing it as Yubel.
I mean, that's the card that you definitely want to open with.
Right, because I think Dragon Link is something they actually write down, right, in the feature matches. So I would imagine that Plant and Fiend Link get the same thing.
Likely that's going to be the case.
And I know that Fiend Link's actual, like, proper Fiend Link form isn't really a thing yet.
That is going
but I don't know this for certain.
See summon.
Oh, sorry. Think summon into Gin Buster?
Yeah, this is going to be Gin Buster.
Sorry.
Wait, he said Link summon into Gin Buster.
See summon Gin Buster. Maybe a little bit of nerves there. Not a Link monster.
But,
okay,
you know.
And we're gonna.
That's just a minor nitpick.
There we go.
One of the best cards.
Okay, so my computer is slightly ahead.
There we go. My first pack of Legacy of Destruction was a Nightmare Throne.
That card is very, very powerful. It just helps the Yubel deck stand so much further, gives them so much consistency, and that's gonna go into Samsara D Lotus.
He's nuts, Lotus.
We're going to be destroying that card rather than adding it to hand. I mean, the flexibility is
I'll cry.
It's extremely flexible.
Now, opening of the Spirit Gates is going to activate. That's going to discard a card, and she's going to be able to summon the Lotus back from the graveyard. Ooh, that is... wow! What a perfect counter onto the Ash Blossom. Like, Samsara D Lotus is the one card that you definitely don't want.
They have wards. Oh, that's bad for me. Oh, that's bad for me.
The Call by the Grave to stop the Ash Blossom.
Yeah, you got to get that through.
Once that goes
like, I have decent escape, but
is
okay.
Easily going to become a nightmare for Thomas.
A Nightmare Throne.
A follow-up Infinite Impermanence.
Oh, my tornado didn't go down in time.
Spirit of Yubel.
Like, Kugel Khan feels like you do crazy damage, but I think that when we have proper items for him, it'll really be nice. The lack of Book of Thoth just feels really bad.
2 or 3 effects on there.
But so far, if you do control a level 10 monster, you get to add back a continuous.
And yeah, it seems like it's Yubel Sacred Beast. Sacred Beastless Yubel Sacred Beast, but
that's gonna get Nightmare Pain back, as if the search was already there. This is the term of playing through most of the disruption.
Loki just saved Chop.
This is legitimately just playing through it. Now, this deck right now has a lot of possibilities from summoning from the graveyard. Like, you have Nightmare Throne. You have the Spirit of Yubel.
So the Elixir of Strength doesn't really do anything for us here.
Summon the additional versions, the higher level versions out. Nightmare Throne can summon back one of those
I should check YouTube chat.
levels that just went to the graveyard.
Okay, it's empty.
There's just so much.
I just wanted to make sure.
Also
I guess I could have just looked down at Twitch and seen if there's anything in chat.
Huh? More summons from the graveyard, either from the Muckraker, or you can even go into the Unchained.
I guess I could do that, but it's still behind if I do that.
So many graveyard summons now.
We need wards.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and resolve this chain backwards. So first, Yubel Terror Incarnate.
That's summoned through the effect of Nightmare Throne. You get to add a higher or lower level into hand and summon it out, ignoring the summoning condition. And then Yubel got summoned out through the Spirit being destroyed, and we got through the Grave Squirmer. Grave Squirmer gets a free special. As long as you control a Fiend monster, you can special summon that card out. And now
we're going for fire?
Summoning into Unchained Soul, Lord of Yama.
Press your C keys, people.
The little mini Unchained engine for the Shavara, and you're going to be able to eventually end on a different Unchained Link monster.
Then I'm going to.
Yo!
Now, as strong as the setup
We're
may be,
human
I
together,
feel
apparently.
like having the Spirit of Yubel negated definitely stopped one additional interaction, possibly the trap card.
Yeah, so that's
Sir,
one
and
thing
you've
that's
gotta move up,
mostly
man.
Missing right now is Eternal Favorite.
It's one of my favorite cards in the deck. I mean, it is very powerful. More or less, that card functions like a super polymerization. That's why, and for a Yubel deck, the progenitor of all
Worth.
super polymerization.
Worth. I don't know where my health went all at once,
strong
but
because you
worth.
have one monster that can just eat up the entire field.
I guess the Elixir of Strength is worth getting for the extra 75 power on my autos, right? Like, it doesn't really do a ton, but
Deck, grave, or hand.
suppose it's worth it.
Yes.
Yeah, it summons the new Yubel anywhere. So Terra and
I hope the volume on the YCS is good as well. It seems like it's actually a little quiet. If anything, I'm going to turn it up.
Going to be used as material?
There's someone off of throne.
And let me know how the YCS volume is. Because I do actually want it to be, like,
Nightmare Throne
prevalent.
ignores the
I might
summoning
turn the
condition.
game audio down. I might turn the game audio down for myself, which would turn it down for you, so I can hear the
everything here
YCS
is
a little
proper.
better.
Yes.
Because you can either add it to hand or summon to the field, and you can ignore it.
Yeah,
you can
so
ignore the summoning
the
condition.
trick here is looking at, well, did you ignore the summoning conditions? Is it correct to summon? It's correct to summon from Yubel.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the normal way that you're supposed to summon it.
But if you're summoning it from the deck, it bypasses all of that.
Wait, is the judge not understanding that a card says
The
ignoring
judges are now
summoning
doing
conditions?
A little bit of confirmation onto.
Is this another YCS judge moment?
I'm not sure if the question is on Nightmare Throne or on the summoning
I am
condition of Terror
confused.
Incarnate.
It could go either way, but like the Yubel one for sure is correct, and it seems like they have resolved it. It is correct. We are going to proceed with the game.
Yeah?
Now
Duh.
we are going to proceed into a link summon of the Shavara and the Terror.
It drives me
Incarnate.
crazy when if
Yeah, so the
I'm
text on Yubel
interpreting
Terror
their
Incarnate is just must be
interpretation
special summoned by Yubel,
correctly,
and that's exactly what happened here. So
then motherfucker,
all well and good.
Yep.
if I'm interpreting what
And
they're
we get
saying
Unchained Soul of
correctly, then what
Rage.
happened there is
You'll be able to
literally
perform a
just
link
something that
summon
drives me
using your opponent's
crazy.
special summon monster
You're on a
during your
feature
opponent's
match.
turn.
I get that there's pressure, but
And
like
we are going to be adding the
the judges are just like
for
forgoring how cards work.
Allow for additional
Crazy,
special summon
man.
of Unchained cards.
Let's get another
Lots of
word. It
graveyard
sucks that
summoning
it's
coming
shallow.
from Yubel. And don't forget, one of the key winning conditions for Yubel would be that battle phase. Most of the damage would be reflected if you leave Nightmare Pain on
How
the
the
field.
fuck did we get the Warhorn?
Appaloosa?
And we go into an Appaloosa.
Comedy achieved. I'll take the
Another thing
opening
to
pick
point
of the
out with
fight.
all this is that there's no
12
point
fucking
where
mana
you're getting
regen
locked into
per
anything
second is
Mhm.
not a lot, man.
on any of these cards. So you can use your full complement of powerful generic stuff, as well as the Fiend-specific cards like the Gin Buster.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to be banishing the gruesome Grave Squirmer to special summon back
Chuck, hit the
one of our
fucking
fiends from the
cage.
grave.
Then you'll get out faster.
And that Appaloosa was made with, what, 2 monsters?
Yes, I believe it was 2 monsters.
Two.
Everything good so far?
Yeah, I'm relying on the
Oh, it's a
commentary for details like
1600
how many
attack out of
materials the
Appaloosa.
Apo has.
But we do have a Yubel. Yubel's going to redirect the attack. Jenny's life points. pretty safe so far.
Trinkets.
I mean, the scary thing about Yubel is if you do attack
We need a
into
tank
the
for this,
Yubel,
but we can take fire.
you're going to take the effect damage, and you're going to reflect the battle damage from Nightmare Pain. Very dangerous.
Not a good time. I don't recommend it.
Lotus effect?
No, definitely not, especially for those 10 players. I mean, there's a lot of dynamic in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now where the battle phase and the matchup you have is going to matter a lot.
So, to keep it on the field, I can.
So during the end phase, the regular Yubel has an
Shit,
effect.
that didn't do as much as I thought it
where
would. That's okay. We're fine.
you have
Ow,
to
my
either-
earballs.
Tribute.
It's okay. We're gonna go
a
get
different
Blight.
fiend or a different monster, or just lose the Yubel.
Now, in this case, though, because
Shit,
you're using
shit.
losing the Yubel, that'll trigger the Unchained Yama's
Yep.
effect in the graveyard, which gets back Spirit of Yubel.
Yeah, I
It
believe
wouldn't let me
that is
pick the
the
Blight up.
destruction effect
That's
on
really frustrating.
Yubel,
Oh, no, I
and
did get it. I did get it.
Yubel cannot trigger Yubel. It is like everything can destroy Yubel,
Yes.
but if Yubel destroys Yubel, you do not get the additional copy.
Yes.
And we are able to maintain a Samsara D Lotus on the field that's going to be able to manipulate the effects of the opponent's card. I believe that one of their monster effects will be changed into destroying a U-Bell monster you control.
All right. I'm feeling good about this. Hi, Anubis.
Looking at Thomas's hand,
Yeah, it's a tough situation here.
Yeah.
I don't know that you can
Unfortunate.
play this one out.
no, he is scooping up his cards. Thomas
I
scoops it
got
up.
Anubis.
Jenny takes the
All
first
of them
win
Anubis. More like all of them a
round
corpse, huh?
Number 8 on the feature.
So
Oh
if
my
you promise,
goodness.
you got a
Rare
lot of good
trinkets
information
come my
there.
way.
I don't know how much exactly it helps you if you've never played against this deck before, or maybe if you didn't consider it when you were going into your preparations.
Yeah, a
for
lot
the
of people
tournament.
were saying that
It's a
UL
tough
wasn't going to be
one
good
that
coming into this
requires
YCS, and
very
like I don't
specific
honestly
answers.
have the deck knowledge
Yep.
for that.
Especially, well, you know who does have to deal with
But
it is
it has
Tenpai.
been
Yes,
like
I
putting
mean,
up results.
Tenpai
so.
has the worst against
like
U-Bell
non, because people were like, oh, we
because
need
you really
Phantom to
wanna
play
in that
UL, and then like
battle phase.
it's been working
You
today.
can't really destroy any of those
It's
U-Bell
been doing things in
monsters.
That's why you're
TCG
seeing things like
since
Samurai Destroyer, which can get them out of the way in
frickin'
different
lead dropped.
aspects. But you know, if you're playing Melodious in this case, what are you going to do there?
I mean, for Melodious, there's the option
Owie,
of
my
using
face.
Squall to
Got to bounce them?
bounce them away. Well, basically, you have to bounce them away before they get to the second form.
Right.
Because if we get to the second form,
Fuck
if you
me.
bounce it, it could just
I
fall
didn't
into
wanna
the
do that.
third form.
I don't
It
like
is
that you have
not
to
a full
dash
solution.
in
Even
that
then, don't forget,
circumstance.
if you
It
put Spirit
sucks.
of Bell back into the hand,
It
If
can
you
come back
attack, it
out.
can come
comes
back
right
out.
back out.
I mean, one of the common misplays. that
Spirit
I've
of
seen
Yubel
from
is.
voiceless
I
decks
see
with
people misplay on
against
Dueling
Yubel
Book all the
is
time.
that they
You guys have seen it
negate
plenty on
the
stream.
Spirit of Yubel and destroy it,
no.
causing the
It's-
regular Yubel
it's
coming out,
not
and then you still
once
have to
per
attack
turn.
into it. But your monster has
Which is
over
so weird for a
4,000
modern
attack
card,
points,
but
and the moment you attack into it, you take
we see people do that on Dueling
8,000
Book all the
plus
time, where they just
damage,
don't realize that it's not once per turn
instantly
because
gaming yourself.
you just like see card printed in 2024, and
That's
you're like,
the
okay,
danger of
that's
Yubel.
I hate it when that
duh,
happens.
that's a once per
Yeah.
turn.
Although maybe that would
not.
does that work for your Master Duel missions for dealing 8,000 damage in one shot? If you do it to yourself,
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think I've tried it.
I guess there's time to kind of.
I don't
test it
think
out.
so because
But,
in Master Duel,
Jenny taking the first game of round 8.
Your opponent
I can tell you a
is
very
considered
interesting
to have
scenario
dealt
that I
the
was actually
damage.
put in,
Usually
where
with
I thought
that,
I was winning.
in
I
terms
was
of like
really
Master
solid
Duel
position.
missions,
I have over 8,000
So that's at least the way that
damage
it's
on the field. My opponent
programmed
has
into the
nothing on
game.
the field except for a couple of
at least as far as the
Yubel
missions are
spell
concerned. My
cards
mana is
and one
almost
face
full,
down.
but like I don't have
And
much of it, man.
I just chose to put all of my monster in defense position because I was super worried about Eternal Favorite, summoning a Yubel monster on the field, and I have to attack
You
into
just have
it.
to attack with
Yeah,
everything.
even
Oh my
with the
god,
cards
get
in
the
hand,
Phoenix,
I would
please.
immediately
Okay,
just
worth.
lose at that point.
I just like I wanted to
Yeah,
full
these
commit
are
to
the
that.
scenarios that you don't want to be placed into,
Holy shit.
especially against Yubel. So whether or not you declare the battle phase, that's important.
I
Sometimes
really
you're
think
forced
that
into the
Elixir
battle phase
should
thanks to
stack.
Nightmare Pain.
That's an interesting thing. So we didn't see Eternal Favorite, right? Which means, by extension, Thomas also didn't see it. So if we're working on the
Is there, like,
theory
anything
that
that I
he's
feel like I
unfamiliar
could do
with
better in this
deck
build,
and
honestly,
the cards
though?
that go into it,
Oh, like his
then
pendant maybe
Jenny could
not
still
worth it.
surprise him with Eternal Favorite in this game too.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, if he does know
Oh,
the
like these
matchup,
cooldowns are
But
crazy
she's playing
though.
very,
then
very
it's-
well.
Yeah, if he does know the matchup, then at least he'll be ready for it. But we'll find out here in Game 2.
Like this is a lot more power. What is the highest power value I can get? Is it this?
Thomas is going to be going first in
Yes.
game number 2. Ooh, that's an interesting card. I mean, for the opening hand, not the strongest. However,
Yeah, so this would be
there could be a good
90
chance
power.
of
We
this
would
particular pot
gain
of
30. I
prosperity.
don't think the 30
likely gonna
power
go
is
for
worth
6.
it.
This current hand,
No.
It needs a little bit of action. It's got
Yeah.
a lot of defensive measures, but not so much offense.
yeah, we're going to go for the 6.
Also, after this game, we're gonna. After this game of Smite, we're gonna focus on the YCS for a
Gotta
bit.
hit that
It's
number
not
6
gonna get
card, gotta
embiggened
get that
because
banish
getting
so we
it
can
back down in there
start
was a huge pain.
excavating out of the top of the deck and
Um,
kind of find out where this hand is going
but-
to be playing into.
After this Smite
Are
game,
we
we're
gonna
gonna
be
focus
met
on the
with Ash
YCS,
Blossom
and
or not?
I'm gonna go eat actually.
Alright,
first
While the
let's
game is
move
going, I'm
then.
still gonna be watching,
Ostinato,
and I'll be back
okay.
with
Herald,
food.
Pina.
And
Yeah,
then after that, we're
Rain
gonna
and
see if my
also
partners are on, and if they
Sonata.
are, we're gonna swap. See,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
Blight
gotta
3,
take
but then
that
it's
one. That was,
Caustic
like,
3 here. Anyway,
crazy,
10%
especially when-
max health over 3
First of all,
seconds. Kind of
kind
nuts.
of checked for Ash Blossom
High
already.
key.
I don't see how you're going to be stopped here. Now, we got to be careful with this because we are under prosperity. Don't draw for Concerto.
Do not draw.
Do not draw for Concerto. You might end up, messing yourself over.
I hear it's a good card.
So we're going to be putting the the Soprano into the graveyard
Baka effect.
and Refrain. And Baka's effect has now activated.
Shit.
That is going to summon out There it is.
What is that
Chapina.
card do?
Chapina can add back one from the graveyard. Now, this is the old once per turn.
Whoa, whoa,
So
whoa,
if
hi,
you
Bologna.
resummon that Chapina,
Help.
you're going to be able to
Somebody
add a
shoot the
second
Bologna.
card
Hello?
back as well.
Why is she so bulky?
Once per
I know
turn.
I didn't buy
Old ones
pens.
per
Is that
turn
what
is-
it is
That's
now?
why I
That
can't hit her.
Is how most people will reference it, but
Soul
we are
not
going
on
to be adding
Xe?
the
No.
refrain back into hand.
Is there not on Xe? No.
There
Of course
is a
not.
cannon in hand as well.
Of course
and
not.
Almost I'm going to refrain.
Yeah, cool.
That's going to
So,
add another
Loki's on
Melodious
Xe, though.
Monster into hand.
Oh, no, he's not. Never mind.
I would
I'm gonna
imagine
cry.
it's going to be the couplet this time around.
So unfortunate.
I'll search couplet.
Couplet, yeah.
I will activate couplet's effects.
Couplet has a reveal effect, much like Snake Eyes Poplar.
So when it's added to your hand, you can reveal it to special summon.
What does that one do?
Soprano.
It's ignition effect to.
So
finish
Soprano
on special
also
effects.
technically has an
One
effect
turn I
to
can
add back a Melodious card from the graveyard as well. So both Chapina and Soprano kind of do the same thing. but
Melodious is
also
such a cool deck
the
right now,
Soprano
honestly.
can also act as a fusion effect. Just activate, perform the fusion.
It's nice to have those.
You have a
fusion
bunch of
effects
soft ones
around.
per turns that aren't like super
Now we're
abusable,
activating Couplet onto the
but they're repeatable
pendulum,
enough that they
zone.
are
We're gonna use the
nice
couplet effect.
as
Since
soft
all the
ones.
monsters
Like,
are
you
melodious,
benefit from
we're gonna
them,
add
but it
Constricto
doesn't
into hand. Just
always,
remember,
like,
you
it's
have
not
to
like
draw
they're
with
crazy
that.
and always come up.
Remember, just prosperity after all.
Which, to be fair, last time that we
So
had
it's interesting,
a
this adds,
a
Melodious
situationally
spell or
strong
trap to hand. There's exactly one melodious spell
Engineable.
and one melodious trap, and
Yep.
the rest are all musical terms,
Mm-hmm.
like ostinato.
Yep.
I can buy another one and do
Fortissimo
nothing.
And all those other
Fortissimo, yep.
ones, yeah. So we are going to be
To be
performing
fair,
a
it's not like
fusion
my money
summon.
is going anywhere.
That's likely
right?
going to
Like,
go
it's-
into a
it's-
Wow.
So you can just keep buying elixirs that do nothing,
You're good.
That-
but they do nothing.
Chain links here are.
This is why elixirs being permanent kind of sucks, though, right? Like,
So we are going to be special summoning a fusion. So that's going to lead to the scales or the pendulum monsters in the extra deck to put themselves back onto the pendulum zones.
It is a.
And that sets up the
Okay,
pendulum
I'll take this, I
scale
guess.
of between 1 and 9. Between 1 and 9, however, it's not like you can pendulum summon anything. It has to be a light monster.
Flowering
Etoile is a very powerful card, especially against destruction from the hand like Nibiru. You can protect all your cards by just banishing them all off the field, and they'll come back during the end.
So that effect is to quick effect. You can banish until the end phase any number of melodious monsters you control. Then you
Oh,
can turn up
at least
to
we
that
get the
many
two,
face-up
right?
cards your opponent controls.
no.
Now note that it is a
Shit.
you can, so you don't have to.
targeting
Oh, that's painful. Oh, that's
Which is
painful.
nice because that means you can just temporarily banish
This is
all
a
your
really
stuff
good game of
in a
Smite.
situation like this where your opponent
Meanwhile,
has nothing.
Melodious, I think this
Yep.
is still turn 1, right?
And we're going to activate Refrain's effect. Now, Refrain has a scale effect after all. That's going to be able to put another monster into the graveyard. It's going to put another copy of Refrain.
Does it to
Boost the attack.
nominally
I don't
boost
think
the
New Bell
attack,
player's gone in game 2.
but really you're just using it to get something in the graveyard.
I mean, it's 200 per level. Now remember, if you do put the Baka into the graveyard, that's going to summon another monster as well. And we are going to put it into the graveyard now. We're going to perform another fusion. And the Baka has been put into the graveyard with the Soprano. We're going to go into another copy of Baka.
We'll go this Baka effect targeting the Shapina.
Targeting the effect of Shapina.
Special summon effects.
And let's going to put it into defense.
I love
So
Melodious.
this Shapina
It's
has
such a
been
cool deck.
resummoned now. We're going to be able to add a card back to hand.
Correct. We'll go Shapina effect targeting Soprano. I'm gonna go. Nib.
There's the Nibiru.
Wait, is the new Melodious
Has been
fusion
more than 5 summons.
not a once per turn? Like, I know I was just talking about
However, this is
making
chaining
this
2
mistake,
Nibiru
but
onto the
oh, this
Shapina.
just...
Do I get
Okay,
to-
so there's literally nothing to do once you've
We're just
bought your
confirming
elixirs
timing
and your
now.
lore
Is it
upgrades.
on the summon or is it on the
That sucks.
ignition effect?
That's
of
what I
Shapina?
like about Smite 1 elixirs being
So I add
6 minutes.
1, 2, 2. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
We'll go flowering Etoile.
Etoile is going to be chaining 3. That's amazing.
There's no reason for me to be farming other than for buffs. I need to stop doing that.
Yeah, because
I
it's
need to be grouped with the
optional.
team.
Have to ban it or bounce back monsters on the
They're just confirming the effect of Etoile.
I can just choose to banish.
If no one else will take it, I'll take Ins, but Blade is better. I think.
Effect
It's just, it's
Taylor.
crazy ass
Effect Taylor.
It's
damage.
pretty effective,
Yep, you got to have something with that Nibiru, otherwise it's not
but there
going
is
through.
also the Bacha still.
No, I'm not
field.
solo ulting the
Would the
Bacchus.
effects still go through because the negated you can't negate the activated effects of these monsters.
So it's
Because this time around it's
Yeah,
actually not.
that's-
This time around is actually not the Bacha being negated here. There's
5300.
we have to get a
The
confirmation.
activated effects of your Melodious Fusion monsters
Even if the monster's negated, it should
cannot be negated. That is correct.
Shit, I didn't realize they were behind. That's entirely my bad. 'Tis what I get for multitasking.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I think they just confirmed.
Yeah, I think they might
It
have just
cannot be
noticed that
negated.
it cannot.
It's so this is the confusing part about this ruling because you can use Effect Veiler to negate the entirety of Bacha, and that would stop the other effect from going through because Bacha's protection is gone. But Bacha's protection is still live at this particular point, so even if it attempts to negate it, even if it is negated by Veiler, the activated effect should go through. And yeah, because it's
Yeah,
not the
and
Bacha that's negated
It's
here.
not an illegal activation either. Like, the chain is totally legal, so you can waste your Effect Veiler like that.
Yeah, this could be very brutal. Normally, Imperm, or rather Effect Veiler plus the Nib together
Yeah.
would have been a devastating combo, but this is not happening. Now you've wasted and revealed a card.
So now there's nothing on the field until that Shapino
Yeah,
resolves.
I don't have much.
Did
if
we
below
manage
runs
to
at me.
add a card to hand? Oh, I think
the
we're Pendulum.
Shapino added it.
Yeah, so we're adding back the Soprano.
Reframe.
And Soprano's going to be adding back the Refrain. I mean,
Um,
oh, wow, we're going to overlay. 4. Baguska. That is powerful. So, interesting thing here about Baguska.
I love
especially for a
current Melodious.
Melodious
I've been realizing throughout the course of
the
this event that
activated
there are
effect of
there are
defense
so many
position
cool
monsters
decks
will
in
be
this format.
negated.
Like,
However,
I was aware of
the
all of
continuous
them,
effect
and I
is
just kind of
not.
didn't
So the
process
protection
most of it.
effect from
Like Snake
the,
Eye is like if you like it, you
from
like
the
it. Some
Baka
people only
is
really
still
dislike
live.
it because
so if you activate your
a lot of
defense
people
monsters,
like
your Melodious Fusions,
the way they talk about
they
Snake
are
Eye.
still
Their
live
only
too.
problem
They
with
are
it,
indeed.
Yeah,
not
that's the
everyone.
confusing
A
part.
lot of
As
the
long as
people
it's
I
still
see talk about
fusion
Snake Eye
summon card,
are
it'll
like,
work.
oh well,
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
like
the
Snake Eye. You
danger
know, it's essentially what it boils down to is
of
because
Melodious.
it's
That's the
been
thing.
tier 0
Temporary
for months,
banishment
right?
doesn't reset
Um,
how the card was summoned.
Ooh, what a top deck.
The deck
there. There
itself
is
has a lot of
copy
interesting combos and interactions. The
Droplet.
primary issue really is just that it's a little bit too far ahead,
That
which
is
is
one
weird because
of
up
the
until like 2 months
strongest
ago, its
cards
end boards were literally
against
2022 end boards. But I am,
Turns off the Aria.
Um,
Now can turn off, of course, the Baguska.
but fucking the Centurion's really cool, provided that they are not doing exactly
I'm trying to
Calamity
get
on the
to follow,
opponent's
like,
turn, which
correct
is
move
easy
here.
as all hell for them to do. Don't get me wrong.
Or rather, no, it
It's
does
just they
not
do a lot
target,
of cool
sorry. You're
things
just choosing
outside
one.
of
I'm not
that,
sure if
and
they
when they're
call
not
it
doing
the
that,
correct
it's a
one.
really cool
You
and
still left the
interesting
Bacha
looking
alive.
deck.
Right.
And they're in defense position.
It honestly looks like it's
Interesting.
probably
Alright.
like
So Thomas has Power Sync
a deck
Stone
that
here.
works decently
There's
as,
a very
as a
good chance you
highlight
haven't
of,
seen this
of
one. It's not
like
one of those old
modern,
Star Strike Blast
not
cards.
modern,
Is
but
it?
like
Wow.
current era.
I think
Yu-Gi-Oh.
it's a Star Strike Blast card. But what this thing does
If they're
is
not
it gains,
actually coming for Fury, then I think we're fine.
what are they called?
Power Stone counters?
Spellstone.
Spellstone.
Spellstone counters. They gain Spellstone counters whenever a monster effect is activated, up to 2. So once it has 2 Spellstone counters, players can no longer activate the effects of monsters on the field, and the effects of all the face-up monsters on the field are negated.
Oh right, bad
And
skill
then
drain.
the counters
That's what they're
drain
talking
at the
about. I'm
end
like,
of
what
every
card
turn.
are they describing? Right.
That's going to be one.
Yeah, this is another Star Strike Blast card. 'Cause it's,
I'm mashing ability
it's got
buttons
the
and they're
runes
not
on
coming
it,
out.
right?
Again with the Called by the Grave. I mean, if you have it, you have it.
Yep. So we've got 2 monster effects negated here.
I
That's
keep
gonna be a
forgetting that
Swallow
like
and
they're
the
saying
Baguska.
things on
So the
stream, and
only
then
real live
like
effect
when I don't
has to
see
be
it on
the
my
12
phone, it's
right
like
now.
no, my phone is
I mean,
slightly
especially with
behind
Droplet, you know, we went through this in the previous
because
phase.
that's YouTube and Twitch do that for live streams, where you get to be slightly behind if you are on mobile for some reason.
Oh, activating the Ash Blossom.
YouTube
can
is
also
less
put
bad
it
about
on
it.
counter.
Twitch
Just like
has
your
gotten
own
better
monster
about it
effect
in the
also
past
count.
2 years, about a
Does
year
that
ago,
now
but it's
stun
still
out the
worse
entire field or
than
just the
YouTube with
opponent?
mobile delay being added. But it's
Does Power Sync
definitely
still
more
negate
tolerable now. You're
entirety
not just
of
like
the
on a
field or
whole
just
nother
the opponent?
plane of
Also,
existence
the
from
effects of face-up
desktop
monsters on
viewers,
the field are negated.
which is a
So it's
really
all
good
cards.
thing.
Okay, that will also turn off the Bacha.
Yes.
Especially for my viewers who are already behind because I don't have good enough internet to not stream with a
And
huge delay.
Jenny will be conceding game number 2, so we're now
Ooh.
1-1. So Thomas takes it with just a wonderful protection from all of the Melodious plays.
Yep,
Modius.
so that Power Shank Stone,
The Morbius.
it's really
Morbius.
nasty in this matchup because a bunch of zero-attack monsters that aren't
He doing?
reflecting damage,
But is he doing enough?
not good to have around.
No.
Not the
Doesn't look
best.
like it. Oh, he did.
Now, there's an argument to be made that
Huge.
skill drain isn't too bad, because if cards on the field are negated, as long as the graveyard's not negated,
I
you
wanna
can
go
always
for
have a
Fury.
Nightmare Pain and just keep
Or
on
FG.
attacking
I
into
don't
the
care
opponent's
which.
monster. One lead to the next, one lead to the next, and hopefully you have Nightmare Throne
I
to
wanna go
just
for an
regenerate
objective.
the Spirit of Yubel. So the summoning effect is not once per turn. As long as they are destroyed, you'll keep going, and then maybe you can use Nightmare Pain.
I don't
to
care which
reflect that
objective, but I
damage.
want to get
The nice
on
thing with
an
Power Shank
objective.
Stone as a card that turns on and off,
Yep.
which is not something you get from a lot of these continuous traps these days for
No.
obvious reasons. That being able to turn them on and off is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, back when, not really back when, I mean, like when Snake Eye played, say, Summon Limit, they just got rid of the
Oh, goodbye,
themselves.
Internet.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like if you could just
Nope,
turn
that's
that
the
off
game. Are
whenever
you
you
fucking
like,
kidding me?
then you have a massive advantage being the one who controls that.
Yep.
Oh, right, because I
That
know
was
that Smite 2, I've
devastating.
seen
Like,
people mention Smite
cards
2
like
has issues going
anti-spell
beyond an hour. Yeah, that sucks.
Summon. It's crazy if you're just able to just, on a whim, just snap it off.
Stream is fine.
Strike Blast
YCS stream is
notable for
fine.
The other continuous trap that you can
Okay, has
turn
it just
off
kicked
whenever you
me
want.
out? Or
Vanity
is it just
Zone.
like dead? Is it because we're getting
Yes,
too close to an
that-
hour?
Oh, that was just devastating. I mean,
Yeah, because we
not
got
a
over an
like a
hour.
special summon, but I'll be able to
Oh,
turn it
that's a
off
problem.
whenever I want if I just activate a spell card.
We're supposed to still
Oh,
have
it's-
25
it's
hours, so I
so
can tell you it's not that. Yeah, there's
So
just
we're gonna
less
go
and less
into a
people in the
game
game.
three here. We've got
Went
to
from a
see
5v5 to a
both decks do
4v4 to a
whatever they wanted.
3v4.
Yeah.
Game 1 and
I'm-
Game 2.
I mean, Thomas's game plan definitely worked out. Especially, we got to see the complications coming from, like, the Baka. Baka's protection came into clutch here, especially when you had the Valor plus Nibiru combo, which typically would wipe most boards. Even a Snake Eye player wouldn't appreciate that, even if they set up the protection, say, through the Appaloosa. It
Really?
wouldn't really matter.
Speaking of, is that the first Nibiru we've seen all day?
Yeah, I think so.
For us, it
yeah, for
definitely
us,
is.
definitely, yes. Like, Nibiru is still a very strong card. Against a Snake Eye matchup, I expect to see a lot more of it perhaps later on when we get more Snake Eye matchups. But it's got to be one of the best ways to wipe the board, because against a Snake Eye player, you don't want to
That's
like,
unfortunate.
leave anything on the field for
No.
them.
That was a
at
really good
all.
game. We were probably going to win it
They always lead to
eventually,
like
and I
follow
wanted
up
to
from the
play that out.
graveyard, and like this thing
I
going
think
from the
Spell
next.
Gun's
and
really
trap
decent
zone,
at
cards
first
coming
when
from
we
all
get to
over
late
the
game. And I
place.
think that once we have more items
I mean,
that
we've
actually
seen
like
one copy
do
of a
things,
single,
and especially
like,
like
Flamberge
I
cycle
really
from
hope that
one
we,
zone to the next during the QCC event.
I
And
hope
that
that
was
we
just
don't
incredible. And,
stay
like,
how
honestly,
things
one
are
copy
right
of
now.
The Flamberge, but
there's
Spawn
a
Trap Zone's
middle
a
ground
monster, back
in terms
back
of
in
like
Spawn Trap Zone. I've been everywhere. I've gone around
stat
zone. Oh, back into the
capacity,
deck at
right?
some
Stat.
point.
I mean, that's why Flamberge
I don't want
Dragon
to say
is so
stat load,
angry.
right? But
Yeah.
there's a middle
You can't
ground
really put
of
down
stat
roots
load
anywhere.
where it
It's
is
just
not
constantly
overly
going from
bloated.
one zone to the next.
Like a lot of Smite 1's items tend to be right
Okay.
now.
Going first.
You're going to
Um,
go into game number 3, and Jenny will
but
be going
also
first.
they
Maybe
are
she will be able
more
to pull off
reasonable
the
items
opening
than,
turn
than
combo
here,
to get a
where
proper
like
setup.
it's
I
impossible
wanna
to
see
actually
some
build shit.
damage reflection happen. You know, force someone to go into battle phase and
Terraforming.
just lose it all.
Oh, we got
and every-
terraforming. That's a good start. Terraforming, and go
Alrighty.
ahead and grab that
That'll do.
Nightmare Throne.
Everything is on the line in this all-important Game 3. It's going to decide whether or not you're going to continue in this tournament, or you have no chance of going into Day 2.
Activate throne.
Throne has been activated. That's good.
So yeah,
So,
I'm just gonna focus on this
we are going to
YCS.
see
I said I was gonna go
adding
make
or
food first,
destruction.
but I kind of want to watch this because it's
8-0-0
game 3 now,
monster.
Doing a
Why
quick
not?
Check of which one that is gonna
and I
be.
will poke my partners when I get
I
up.
mean, Samsara D
For
Lotus
food?
typically would be your go-to.
And
There are many ways to revive the Samsara
and
D
we'll
Lotus.
see. We'll
if
figure
it
out what to
does
do because
somehow
I
get
honestly don't know what
disrupted.
game to play.
There it is.
Samsara D Lotus.
It's not
Almost
Lotus.
not Lotus.
4 cards in hand. Kratz.
4 cards in hand. Are you going to follow up and disrupt this? This may be the only disruption he has. He's going to pass on the disruption. Lotus effect that's going to summon out a very
Interesting.
powerful monster. Likely going to be the Spirit of Yubel.
Probably.
Yeah, and the
It's
Lotus
like,
is
what
tough
else
'cause
do
it's
you-
quick effect, right?
Grab here.
Lotus is not a quick effect.
Lotus is not a quick
Lotus
effect?
is not a quick effect. This is
Effect.
something that you could technically imprint, but it's always not like the best follow-up because there's so many ways to revive from the graveyard.
Oh. Oh, and maybe he should have because he waits for the Spirit of Yubel and imperms it, but she's got Shavara.
That is
Well-
devastating. That is a wasted infinite impermanence that did absolutely nil.
Gonna add hand.
That's gonna get Pain into hand. Once Pain gets into hand, oh boy.
Two.
Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2.
Sorry, remind me what that one does.
So Nightmare Throne is going to be able to get the one level higher, the Terror Incarnate, add it to hand, and ignore the special summoning conditions of it and put it onto the field.
So
Terror
will be right
Incarnate.
there.
And we also get a regular U-Bell.
It'll be right there.
This is the Fiend deck.
It's going well.
The friends.
We're getting
They're
everything here.
friending.
Let's see. Gonna do.
Now, I can see Jenny's hand. She's got quite a few cards in hand. Disruptions mostly.
Make
All right, so those two are gone for
We're going to
Lord
make
Yama.
Yama effect.
It's the
Get Ash Bar from
dongle.
Graveyard. What a great play.
Gets that right back, and it's basically called by.
Now, note that the Shavar did not activate in the graveyard
It did not.
because that showcases one of the cards in Jenny's hand.
effective Nightmare Fiend.
That's a big telegraph.
Rebel.
Players at a really high level caliber, they will keep track of things that you don't activate just to predict cards in your hand. And this
You know
is
what I
gonna
think
be
the
one
reason
that
is?
Thomas probably
That
already
games
knows.
take so long to end in Smite 2 that I've just
And we're gonna show
realized
the added Gravestormer,
ADCs
Grave
have
Rebel effect,
dick
that's going to
all
summon
for
back
items.
the Terror
Everyone
Incarnate.
has like almost no items, but ADCs are so lacking in good items.
And that is
Especially
effective
if you have like
U-Bell.
a soul
Yep.
for your
Well,
ADC,
we had that question
you
in
do
game
not
number 1.
have
Was that a proper
any
summon? Yes,
good
it is.
items
Yep.
for that
That's a special
character.
summon
Like
by U-Bell.
almost zero. We really do need more magical
Gravestormer
ADC
has to
items.
get into
Like,
the
why,
graveyard.
why do we have soul and
Gravestormer has to
literally
activate
one
something. You
item
choose
for
to
mage
destroy a card
ADCs?
if you want.
Think
But
can.
it's not likely going to be the case. So if you're able to keep the Terror Incarnate on the field, you can do some pretty
Like, it's
know,
hard to
fun
get good attack
plays,
speed
or strong
and
plays,
also
rather,
hit hard with your autos.
just by
Like,
manipulate what gets destroyed, what you want to put back
and
on
while
the
I'm not
field so you
asking
can choose your end
for us to
board
have,
type
you
of
know,
situation.
40 strength to be the base for Fizz, right? But then also have 40
Some people choose for that destruction so they can go for the
Strength,
end phase Yama
B.
and summon back some of the other cards.
what we have on like a 20% attack speed item.
Time is-
Uh,
You're good.
we really should
Or
have
we're gonna
like
go back into Appaloosa and do all
more
sorts of
attack speed
follow-up
available.
Not currently locked into anything.
here. No.
Like, if we're gonna be hitting like noodles, we should be able to hit faster with ADCs. And if we're gonna be hitting, you know,
How is this
Eh,
board going to develop?
like, and if we're not gonna be hitting faster, then
don't
we need
exactly
to not have
a lot of
ADCs hitting like
disruption
noodles.
from
And
Spell in the Trap Zone. We probably should be seeing
ugh,
the Yama eventually get off the field
Think these two up.
into
I don't know why they buffed
it's either the
Kins
Muckraker or we're going to see
when they
Yeah,
put
we're
it back
still
in.
not
Like, I get why they did like
Yeah.
the you know, shifting it all around and being like, okay,
We're gonna use
we
it
don't
as
want to have all those crazy
a
shit
discard
going on that we
outlet?
do in Smite 1 with kids. We just want to be nice. 6%
Yep.
max health. Why didn't we
Gonna
try
summon back
nerfing
the
it to
Yama.
3% first? Because now it's 10% per 10%
But
of
I
the health
believe
that they've
Muckraker
got
does
from
lock into
items, which
Fiend base summons for the rest of
does
the
After you use
nothing
it, yeah.
anymore.
Um,
None of the
Now
good
we're
tank
gonna have
items
a
are giving
lock.
you health. Almost none of the good tank items are giving you health.
Goodbye talents. I
It
mean,
is
Which is
seeing that-
talents. Yeah, you
so
haven't seen any
bad now.
monster effects.
Yeah, there's no
So
point
you're
holding in their card like
probably
that.
feeling
It actually
safe.
feels like it does nothing.
Maybe that Imperm is the only thing he's got.
I mean, Imperm is strong, but Imperm did not pay off.
I had another
So,
game last night
Thomas is
where
going in
another
with-
enemy
with
tank
a
built
one
4
card
health items,
disadvantage.
and Kins Xe
Ruins
was
the
doing
rage.
nothing
Well, that
for
Imperm
me
did a lot more with that rage.
on Soul. So I was just like, okay, cool, fuck
So your
me, I
opening
guess.
turn, activate Imperm, makes it a little bit safer.
If you're putting this deck together, Unchained Soul of Rage, you just got another printing.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's from the Rarity collection too. Oh, I love the
Platinum one?
Platinum.
Platinum one's great.
Platinum's. I like what has been done with the platinum, like what's it called?
go to
Premium
Platinum Secret?
Is it just called Platinum Secret, or is it like the prismatic platinum?
No, it's
No,
Platinum
it's just
Secret.
Platinum Secret.
Okay.
Like the old
I can
tin
just hit
cards.
leave match. and
Okay.
it'll let me
Like
out.
the
Nice.
Tiger King, if you remember that one.
I do remember that, and also the Bujin monster as well,
Mhm.
thinking on the
and Odd Eyes Pendulum.
Yep. So the Lotus is back.
Yep. Are we gonna get the Lotus
use Evil effect distributing rage. Sure.
U-Bell effect tributing?
So Yubel's
Rage.
going to stick around here in the end phase.
I mean, that
Yo.
kind of dictates the battle phase for Thomas.
The other card is
Chavara is in hand. There's a set card on the field that's unknown to Thomas.
yes.
And we have an effect changer on the field. We're going to be able to generate multiple, like one monster at the very least, from the Nightmare Throne. There's just so much going on here.
There's a very careful read there on Samsarity Lotus.
Yes. You don't want to run into the battle phase incorrectly. However, this particular field isn't exactly without its own cracks. There are many ways that you can kind of
Well,
disrupt
yeah,
this
it
field.
has Muckracker. Like, that's all the cracks you need.
If you can attack, you must
Also, Yubel has a butt. Also, Muckracker appears to have a
Also,
butt.
once-
Got
That's
the
2
Yubel
more
with
cracks.
the Lotus, so she can use the actual
I'll
quick
stop
effect
talking
of
about
Lotus
ass
to
cracks
change
now.
the
will I?
activated effect of something.
Fools.
Of a
This is
monster.
incredible. He just drew into, I would like to say it's a Ghost Ogre. That's a really good one, especially to deal with Nightmare Pain. A little late, I would say. It's a strong card nonetheless, especially against this particular matchup. Like, destroying Nightmare Pain makes the battle phase just all the more safer.
Time for everyone but the feature match who starts late every single round because
And
they're
we're going to
bad
start
at
with
preparing for
first
this
movement
shit.
solo.
First movement solo. That's fine.
Hey, that's going to resolve.
Special summons from deck, right? Yes. Level 4 or lower.
Which in turn also
That's
delays
gonna
the
give
entire
access
thing.
to refrain,
every
it's
round,
gonna
which
give
I do not
access
like.
to maybe a soprano. We're gonna start off
Goes
with.
with refrain.
It's got an effect on summon.
You can also
Actually, I
even
get-
summon an aria.
Add a melodious.
I feel like there has to be
The
a way to
effect
do
add
this.
that is going to be met.
Ooh,
That's not-
ooh,
well,
that
an
gets
effect
well,
veiler.
hit by Veiler.
Actually,
all right.
I feel like the way of doing this without spending 10
Okay.
fucking minutes
Now, there's still monster disruption. You
waiting
still have the
every
Samsara
round
D
is,
Lotus. That set card
be
is
less
also
strict about
very, very
sleeves.
dangerous.
Also, that means you also have to go into the battle.
That's why sometimes you have to put everything in defense mode early on, but that was a normal summon, so there was no choice.
That was off of first movement solo.
That's right.
I would
Well,
imagine
maybe
part
it
of the
could've
reason
been-
it takes
could've been
time as well
yeah,
is,
that's right. Ooh,
there
that
probably
is a free special summon
is a really cool part.
for the
Um,
soprano.
I'd imagine part of the reason it takes so long is
No,
they,
not
they,
soprano.
they seem to be trying to find or trying to avoid repeats of decks so far.
That was the zone.
That's Sonata.
Oh, attempt to leave main phase.
Is in the feature matches today.
Battle phase. Remember, this is double damage.
Oh, I can't.
Cast attack into you.
Huh?
You have to attack into Yubel.
Yeah, I note that that part
I
was
can't
left out
rewind
of the
past 2 hours
explanation.
ago now.
She
Huh?
did not explain that when she
You
was
have to go
explaining
into
the
battle
effects.
phase.
Shit.
Yeah, I think that explanation was a little left out. But you got to read your cards. You gotta read your opponent's cards.
Yes. That's what
Yeah,
I said. If you can attack, you must attack. It means going to battle phase.
yeah. So
Yeah.
she left
Yes,
out the
she's-
part about Yubel. And still, you do have to.
You do have to attack.
you-
It's not the whole truth.
You have to read the card, but
Almost did my
also
words.
if you're
Um,
explaining it, you have to explain it
Yeah.
correctly.
I mean, this definitely has led into Thomas going into the battle phase probably prematurely.
Yes. Yes. So there will likely be some questions about this.
yes.
To be
That's why they have to
fair,
explain their cards very
you
carefully.
really
I mean,
should have been
sometimes
preparing
It's like
for
a 10
this
high
deck.
player saying, "Oh, my field spell. Oh, during the main phase one, my activated effects of things will not affect my fire dragons." But that's not exactly true. It's during your main phase that you get that protection.
Right.
That's like the
Main phase 1, even. Not even both main phases.
Yeah,
main phase
during,
1.
and it has to be my main phase one.
There's a lot of
I
detail.
agree that it should have been
There's a lot of
explained more
details.
clearly
Can't miss
if there
these
was a time
details.
when it was
And, like,
asked to be
If
explained.
you don't think your
But-
opponent is explaining everything correctly, kindly ask to read
Yeah,
the
just
card.
Yes.
read the card, but
You-
also
you
this is a
should read
matchup
the
you
card,
should know.
especially if you're not familiar with it.
Yeah, you can't. Sometimes you just can't take your opponent's word for it.
This is
And
a
now that we
matchup
get to
you
battle
should
phase and we
like
declare
at
the attack,
least be
I mean,
aware
how far are we gonna
vaguely of
go?
what the cards do.
Because I've played this deck so
Yep.
much.
So we're
that I-
paused right now
Yeah.
while they are discussing
that I just didn't
this
prep it.
particular interaction.
It's exactly how you called it.
Yeah.
This interaction, like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, was it misexplained? This is the kind of argument that you don't want to get into this late into the round. I mean, this is everything on the table. Thomas is trying to find a way to kind of claw his way out of this battle
Yes,
phase.
depending on
perhaps.
how long it takes for
If you look
this
up the
decision to
amount
get
of
made, this could
damage,
literally
like,
be
there's
the
like
entire match
16,
right
I believe from the refrain.
So-
That's going to be 32 by base, and not
That'd be
only
awkward.
that, the Sonata also has to attack as well. I'm not sure about the attack status Sonata, but that has
It's
to be over
bigger
1,000.
though, right? It's bigger because it's its own effect. They gain what, like 300, I think.
Oh,
I think it's bigger.
that's also going to add up because this is double damage here.
Did you want to read it? Just for the sake of reading it? Just to double check.
Okay, so what
Are we moving back into the main
exactly
phase, just
is
for the
going to...
clarity's
Okay,
sake?
he's allowed to go back to main phase.
I mean, if we are moving back, that means a procedural error must have occurred.
What's the time currently? 8 minutes, so you will have 11 minutes. Oh, plenty of time. Hopefully.
All right.
All right. So they are moving back into the main phase. I believe they're getting the game state corrected.
Moving
That's why
back into
sometimes
the
you have to
main
explain
phase.
every single part of.
But they
part of
also,
it.
the judge said,
I think I talked about
the
this
judge told
before.
her,
Always
I
gotta
don't know
be
if I heard
clear
her
when
or the
explaining
judge
parts.
say,
It's better to explain rather than
they have 8 minutes in
shortcutting
the
it.
round.
Just read your.
So they're
cards.
getting a time
Less
reversion for the
confusion,
judge call.
less
as well.
likely to get
Just hand it
penalized.
to them, really.
Yeah, it's even easier. If
Like-
they misread
Or sorry,
it,
an
that's their own
extension,
fault.
not a reversion.
You don't want to make a mistake in your own
Thinkin'.
explanation. For instance, leave out a keyword here or there. Just hand it to them.
The word
I
my versus
really
the
like. I
huge difference. That
agree
means
that
it's only
you know
half
it's.
Can versus then you can versus
Yeah.
also versus all those things like that.
These are all
There's a lot of
crucial
stuff.
I
things.
agree
Yeah.
that
So we
if,
are back in
if,
the main
if she
phase
was asked
now.
to explain it, she should have
And you
explained
can
the
go
card
ahead
properly.
and
But
link
also
off
like
those monster for Bloom Harmony.
you've got to
I
prepare
think the
for.
refrain
You've got
needs to go into the extra monster zone.
Like it's not like that. Well, okay, I was gonna say Plunder Patrol, but let's ignore
It
the
is
fact
a
that Plunder
pendulum
Patrol has
monster.
been
We're
rogue for
not
the past
currently under any
like
sort of
4
block.
fucking years nonstop.
You
Not
need to know
literally,
your
but
cards. I mean,
It's been
you might be
rogue for
getting the
literal
nerves
years
here,
now.
especially at the feature table. Just
ignore that.
managing to claw
It's
his
not
way
like this
out
is
of the
Plunder
battle
Patrol
phase at
where
the
it's
moment.
some deck
And
that's
it's an
gonna top
elimination
like
game, effectively
Yeah,
as well.
high
once
pressure
every 3
situation.
events tops, right? Or
we're
like
gonna
it's
activate
guaranteed
Lotus
one
effect
performance.
now.
That's like
Oh,
probably
Lotus
not
definitely
more
has
than
the
that.
effect.
Yeah, that effect is going to be very, very powerful.
Um,
That is going to change the effect to destroy
No,
the
I mean, this
Jubel
is a deck that is.
So that happens.
It's a it's a
That
real
triggered
contender
off.
right now.
Bell's destroyed.
And it does count as your opponent activating their effect, so the effect
It
technically
does.
went through.
It
That's
does.
the,
It changes the effect. It's kind of like that graph of fusion
Mhm.
from the structure.
Yeah,
deck, where it
effect
changes
changing
it
is
to a
spicy.
discard effect.
Yep.
So Terror Incarnate is on the field now.
You still have to battle. It's a Jubel monster.
No, nothing on summon. Okay. Activate.
Oh no!
Ooh.
So the reason why the previous Shavar did not search for the trap card is because she already
He
had
was
it.
already there.
And now Rage is on field. That's a special summon monster.
It is indeed.
We can just keep on going with this if we really wanted to. Things are looking pretty favorable for Jubel. But that Ghost Ogre in hand could put a stop in the
Yeah,
whole
she's
thing.
in a good position with time.
But I don't know if there's even that much left in the tank.
Like, what do you have to extend beyond this point in Melodious?
I believe Thomas only has 2 cards in hand, and we know both of them.
One
We
of
have to
those
go
is
to battle
Ogre.
phase
I
now.
didn't see what the other one was.
Yep. She'll take 1k from the terror.
1,000 damage from the Terror,
She'll take 1k from the battle
and then
damage.
1k from battle damage. 2,000 damage, better than the over 5,000 damage previously.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
as bad. It's not as bad, but it is not pleasant.
Effect is with targeting, before damage calculation. Yeah.
Now, if we proceed into main phase 2, are we going to be seeing that that's the Bloom Harmonist?
No, main phase 2. Yes. I will come past it. That's fine.
Attempting to pass turn.
Can I shuffle? I did
So
not shuffle
the
yet.
Rage is staying on the field. Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, you can still proceed to make some pretty devastating monsters. If you have a monster like Access Code, for instance, that's going to be very, very strong. Use Access Code, now you have no more response, just destroy some cards, attack. 2,000 damage, you only need to do 6,000 at the moment.
To be fair,
gonna be
depending on
a
what's in
little
her
less
hand,
than that.
like, it might
only
just
need
make more
6,000
sense to combo off.
1,000, 1,000, 6,000.
So 7 minutes?
So,
Right?
based,
Doesn't he have fewer life points, though?
7? Wait, how is it 7
Taking
minutes?
4,000 reflected?
5
no, he
minutes.
only took 1,000 per monster, per
Huh?
hit, because I believe the Link monster only has 1,000.
They said
It's
8
1,000
minutes, and
1,000.
it's
Oh,
been
that's
3
right.
minutes.
That's where the damage was minimized. However, I think if we are going to see some nice level 10 monsters, and if we get to that particular interaction,
Spirit of Yubel?
there's going to be some scary Xyz monsters from the Jubel deck. I mean, there's also like the new one, the Rudris, which is one of the Omni negations available for basically stacking 2 level 10 monsters together.
Will it add my Nightmare Fate to hand?
Like, when you get to a Jubel, like, oh, they're not going to be able to deal damage, but technically, those Jubel monsters can also swing in your monster as well.
I'm gonna go.
Yep, thanks to Nightmare Throne.
Target Terror Incarnate.
Shavar target the Terra Incarnate.
There's no way we're on.
It
There's
still has
no way
that
we're on
far,
Ultimate
if you
Nightmare,
remember, it was
right?
added
I
back
love running
Yeah,
Ultimate
at
Nightmare
some
in
point
Yubel,
in
but
the
there's
last round.
no way she's on it. Surely
Summon
not.
Summon and destroy. Nightmare Throne is going to be...
Activate Nightmare Throne effects.
the follow-up here. That's going to generate 2 level 10s. Once we
Aw.
get to the 2 level 10 point, I think that
No
kinda
terror incarnate.
secures the point of making the access code. Because
I
Villagers,
like running
believe,
it 'cause
has
it's
3,000
funny.
impact points. So there's many different ways. Are we going to see the trains? It's also another
Could be
possibility.
trains. But just like everybody watching at home, make sure you know what these cards do. Like you're going to see this stuff. more
Ubel
and
is
more
a top deck
as
right now,
the summer goes on, and more people figure out.
and it will be
You know, these
better
cards are really
soon.
strong. You could do a lot of really nasty things
Yeah.
with them, and get a bunch of really powerful extra deck monsters like that Varudris that no other deck can play.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the train deck can play it right now, but not a whole lot of people are playing trains.
Yeah,
for
level 10,
instance.
level 10, a little
Level
bit more
10.
difficult to summon.
I wish I had gone to make food. I'd have been
Spirit
back
is
with it
going to
by
summon up
now.
Ubel.
Yama 2.
This is a good game,
Yama
though.
is
This is good Yu-Gi-Oh right here. I mean, it's
That's gonna
modern
generate
Yu-Gi-Oh.
even more
This is
monsters than I
turn
thought.
3, by the way. This is the first turn play. This is the.
And then
Yama
She went first,
for
and this
the
is her
Spirit.
second turn.
Spirit for the Ubel.
But aside
That
from the
takes care of
turn
Ghost
count,
Ogre in the hand.
this is
Ghost
some
Ogre
good Yu-Gi-Oh.
destroyed the
Here's
Nightmare
our
Throne,
rank
so
10.
we did not get the additional summon of another Ubel.
I'm gonna go.
Brave Squirmer, summon out onto the field. That's a free summon, and it acts as a revival in the graveyard. Get special summon more cards out of the graveyard. I mean, we're reaching the conclusion here. I'm gonna link away the Muckraker. Muckraker has already been on the field for at least one turn.
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
Remember, you can't use Muckraker during the turn, Muckraker summon, but we're past that point.
Into
Are we making Obama? Are we? Wait.
in the spot.
Oh, zoning issues here. You can't go for a link to.
Yeah,
That's going to be a
tough.
procedural error. But it's not too much of an issue. You're just trying to close out the game at this point.
As long as you don't already have one.
I mean, do we have access to the access code?
In that case, I'm going to use Squirmer and Rage.
Squirmer and Rage instead. Okay. That's essentially the same play.
For Anguish.
Obama!
Oh,
There we go. That's what you
boy.
use on your own turn.
It's
Yep.
probably going to be access code, but it would be funny if she summons Obama.
Can we activate the card? I mean, this is.
Checking to see if there's still something there.
I mean, if you really want to make a save, just make the Verugas.
I mean, I think that's the better thing to do anyway.
Link.
We're gonna use the effective link, or we're just gonna link it with the Muckraker.
Yeah. Link Shavara and Muckraker.
Linking Shavara and Muckraker. Are we making it safer, or are we playing into something else?
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Speed.
Nightmare Phoenix?
Nightmare Phoenix.
Okay.
What are we doing with
Yeah,
Phoenix?
that's
That takes away all your arrows.
Going to
Yeah, I'm really confused.
Now we're gonna overlay now.
XYZ. Into Verges.
There's
The
Varudra.
There he is.
sequencing, could have been a little bit safer.
He's arrived.
Nonetheless, this is
Shavara is not
going
equipped, so
to.
no longer blocked.
Oh yeah, you have to get rid of the
Had
Shavara
to get rid of
first.
it first, yes.
That's right. That's right.
Hmm,
That was the correct sequencing.
okay. Interesting?
Don't forget, there are more locks on the field aside from just the Muckraker.
You have 6K.
There is a procedural error minor penalty for the unable to
Yeah,
link
the
summon
field
that
is
little
link
bit.
summon.
And there's the access code. That we have access to access code, and that's going to target.
Now it's got 53. Yeah. Access to. Let me actually read this real quick.
That was kind of interesting that we didn't use Anguish for the material for access code.
Access code effects.
Yeah.
Gonna be banishing.
Can you? Don't you need to make a fiend?
Is it only for fiends or is it for darks?
Destroying.
Oh, that's true. It could be darks. It's
Yes,
always
code
dark
talker.
fiends when I use it anyway. So
Well,
I,
there's
I
53,
should read the
3,000.
card. Yeah, it's enough.
That's game
And
unless
there's a
this last
negation
card is
on the field.
Battle
I think,
Fader.
And you only need to do 6,000 damage.
Good game.
Good game.
Nice.
Jenny takes it with Ubel.
awesome.
One more. Yes, she needs to play one more round to secure her spot for day 2.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
But
That was
well
a
done.
really
We
good
have our
game. There were a
match
couple
winner.
of
That is
of
going to be
moments. But
Jenny.
that was a really good game. Okay,
No, no.
Yeah, a very.
I'll be back, chat. I'm gonna go make food, and when I come back, I may or may not have at least one partner in call. Wee. Chat!
Chat.
I must now update Twitch. Yum.
Yum. I'm in my mom's car.
True.
I'm in my car.
You know, it's really weird to me that when we play Siege, it like always does well on Twitch. And the biggest reason that it's weird to me, I'm gonna have to set things up again though. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 moment.
Oh, hey.
Will this be poopy, stinky, doo-doo dumb? I have to wait a moment here for this to appear on stream. Oh, hey! Stream is fucking dying. Yeah, great timing, frick. Awkward. Huck. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Is shit working now? No. It is not. It is not working now. Oh. OBS says reconnection successful. Oh, it fucking murdered me too. Awesome. Oh, look at that! Discord stable and OBS isn't. Oh my god, we're gonna be here a few minutes. Okay. My fucking god. Okay, I just need to make sure that how I have this set up is going to work, so that if I have to set it up a different way, I can do that. And I will have to set it up a different way, yes. Okay. That is annoying and inconvenient.
I had to restart because my audio bugged.
Yeah.
Steven
I
represented
noticed.
Columbus,
Well, not the audio bug,
and
but
his
the
favorite
restarting.
is Erratic Dragon, King of Atom.
Oh, that is a classic.
Anyways,
we've
let's
seen
wait
in Dragon
another million
Strategies
years for
over
this game to launch.
much of UK's history.
Yeah,
He's
that's
up
okay. I have
against
stuff I need to set
Pack-a-Lot
up
from
anyway.
New Jersey. His favorite card is Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. Well, that's an interesting choice.
Well, I mean, he'll do anything for his fans, but Yu-Gi-Oh's
Okay.
actual jokes aside, these duelists are going to be gearing up for what appears to be
And then let me know when
branded
you
Euro
are...
match.
Yeah, so Gimmick
on.
Puppet again, kind of the precursor that predicts exactly what.
Alright, what the fuck is the last
round?
round of the day gonna be?
Good stuff there, and certainly not
Insanity.
to be
I swear to God, if it's
excluded,
Snake Eye
Steven
versus
is
Tenpai, I don't know if I'm gonna be
actual
happy or
judge. He
sad.
served quite a long time through some great events, so it's nice to see him here at the top tables as well. Again,
I will be
those
both.
judges are no
I will be
slouch. They're
had.
duelists just like you.
I will be
who give up their
sappy.
time so that your tournament experience can be better. So nice to see that he's getting a little tournament
You
experience
will
for
be
himself
made of
today.
sap.
I
So we'll
will.
have these two branded matches, or this playing branded.
Unless it
Well,
fucking
yeah.
dies again,
The
and then I
life
will
of a
cry.
content
But
creator,
chat's
it is
still,
hard
you know,
to keep
a
secrets when
minute
you're on
behind,
camera
but
all
that's
the
better
time,
than being
but
two
a duelist like Pac-a-Lot just knows how to play through that, so we're going right
minutes
into
behind,
game
not
one.
years old.
See
just in
our
case that wasn't
final
clear.
round of the day at YCS
Oh, okay.
Indianapolis.
I was wondering.
I mean, like, I guess both.
It looks like we have previously rolled the dice,
All right, we good?
and we're gonna go.
Oh, it's Pac. I didn't even fucking notice.
So Pac is gonna go ahead and start this here.
So he has both fusion deployment and branded fusion.
Oh.
Are we getting tapped out?
Albion.
Why that's important to note
Okay.
is if his branded fusion were to be met by Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, which we don't necessarily know is in Steven's deck, just kind of naturally when talking about the branded strategy.
Yeah, branded
having
doesn't
that
always run
recently
hand
released-
traps is kind of a
relatively
thing.
recently released fusion duplication can be huge.
I love the
It would
fact
allow
that
him
these
to
two are
essentially still
probably on
conduct that
almost
branded
identical
fusion.
lists,
It just
yet one of them
happens
is
to
entered
occur
as
on
branded
stuff.
and the other
No,
is entered as
absolutely, and Steven definitely
the
has figured
deck
out
name
what's going
equivalent
on.
of
A
a
smile
Warcry.
on his face the second he saw that Albion the Shrouded Dragon. Now we are seeing Quem hit the field. Taking a quick look at the hand there.
These players.
Pack has historically been
everyone
known
in
for
the
playing
server's
quite a bit
gonna know
of
we're
the
in
Starlight
the,
and Quarter Century. So of course we see a
we're
beautiful
gonna call
Starlight
together.
guiding
Well, that's
Clem.
only if they
He's
understand
also able to
Horse.
incorporate a variety of new cards from the recently released Rarity Collection 2. He probably has cards like Rimrum, for example,
that
in his
requires
extra deck
horse
in that beautiful
knowledge.
Quarter Century Secret Rare.
Fair enough.
Well, Branded Fusion hitting there in the OTS Ultimate Rare, so just a lot of high rolling here. But let's see what we're going to roll on out of the deck. Looks like it's Fallen of Albaz and Bestial Lucalia.
Albaz.
So one of the things here that he
yes.
did was he sent the Mercurier to the graveyard.
I
You need to
just
be wary
realized
that if
we
you play
got
this strategy,
our numbers are
you can actually use
167,
Mercurier's
168,
effect on the
170.
field. So with that guiding
Oh my
Clem, once the
God.
Mercurier hits the field,
I'm
that actually
sad.
adds a
Why
layer
do I
of
not get to be
interaction.
funny
Well, here
number?
He's just going to banish it for the ability to search the deck for
No,
Fallen
no.
of Albaz.
I'm gonna cry. Oh god damn it! This is one of those games, motherfucker.
It's just one of those days.
Certainly
Okay,
heads
it's
up
a
by
lot
Pack
harder
go
to
ahead and
break
get rid of the triple tactics
than
talent. Obviously,
the high-res
something would
games
have
tend to be,
happened
though,
by
which is good.
now
I think that
if
if I
your opponent was
make sure that my
having
cursor
anything
is
in their hand, they
glued
could
to
activate
the
it.
top
But the triple
left
tactics talent probably
region,
isn't going to do
we're
much
fine.
and is an easy way to go ahead and grab that Blazing Cartesia.
I think we'll be fine.
In beautiful.
The main issue is going to be
course.
keeping track of my
just
fucking
an amazing
ammo. I might need to
collection
move
here.
that to the top right. No, top left is probably the
Here we
best
have
actually.
a Starlight Rare Mirror Jane.
Like, what information is going to be in any given corner? Ugh, this is so much easier in racing games when it's just don't run over the
Steven certainly
mini-mate.
knows how this deck plays because he is holding 5 cards from it in his hand.
He'll be placing the single copy of Branded Lost.
Found someone.
I will say, placing
hear
it in
them.
that particular zone, just in general, is something that I try to avoid just because it might telegraph that you're not playing Infinite Impermanence. Not that Impermanence is terribly common. I only say that because in the
Yeah,
format
you
with
sound
Pendulum
like he
decks running
does.
around, or at least decks that incorporate the Melodious package, which of course has Pendulum, you often want to leave those zones open because if you do set a Infinite Impermanence, you can not only negate a monster on the field, but also shut off that Pendulum zone. Scale.
Does not stop them from
It is
pensum.
true technically that the Melodious decks don't necessarily have the same level of hand interaction too, so you're absolutely right that Infinite Impermanence definitely isn't going to be here, but Steven sort of mulling over the Gimmick Puppet Nightmare hitting the graveyard there, and yes, we might see Pack's favorite card appear on the field.
It also seems to be the case that he's playing
Oh, that
multiple
glass is
copies
still
of
over there,
Mercurier,
too,
so
good to
this
know.
is really fantastic. Whenever you can set this up with Branded Lost on the field and then have the Mercurier in hand, it adds an extra layer of protection for your Gimmick Puppet.
This is like a
which,
really
as we
good
learned
place to
earlier,
play,
is in fact
honestly.
Pack's favorite card. So he'll be having the Fusion deployment for Branded Fusion in the graveyard as a backup plan if things don't go well, but of course we know he has Mercurier
Okay, I think
plus
Plasma.
Gimmick Puppet, so you're going to
Maybe
presume that
we
things
can-
go actually quite well for Pack here.
Maybe I can save you. No.
Nope.
All right, so Brandon Red's going to go ahead and bring that Albaz back.
Glaz is dead now.
And this is how we are going to get Albion, the Sanctifier, onto the field.
Because I'm just watch back.
I would watch the other way, honestly.
Okay.
There's the Gimmick Puppet. The Nightmare has arrived.
B.
Yeah, I'm coming,
Yes, you know, that's Yu-Gi-Oh, man. I mean, Steven is playing Gimmick Puppet Nightmare himself, so it is only fair.
There we go.
I have a 50-round
Looks like
magazine.
Steven's elected to go to the full 60 cards.
Like,
so
where is he? Oh, shit!
If Pack didn't know previous what Steven was playing, the fact that he's playing 60 card also allows him to deduce that it's probably a limited list of decks,
There we go. All
this
right.
being one of them. What's interesting is
I'm not
because
voting.
Steven's gone all the
Screw-
way up to
screw
60 cards,
voting.
there are some choices that he's elected to play
Chaos!
to take
Anarchy!
advantage of that additional space.
Salad!
He has, for example, a Terra Elements Sheeran in his deck, which I think is
The
actually in
3
his hands.
Fs.
Going to go ahead and concede before even revealing to his opponent what he's playing. So while there's a 60-card stack there, Pack hasn't seen a single card there. Although, technically,
Yeah, but it's
Gimmick
60
Puppet
cards in
Nightmare is on
2024.
Steven's
It's
list,
fucking
but
branded. Like, duh.
I think he's figured it out.
Oh,
Pack
it might be
musing to
Paleo,
himself.
though.
Now it's my
I
turn to
guess.
get Gimmick Puppet locked. So
Yeah, Pack even just said the Gimmick Puppets will actually be pretty good as their own standalone strategy. And I will say, even though he didn't see any cards, no hand interactions whatsoever in 60 cards, you would almost guarantee that your opponent's on branded-based strategies because we've seen branded-based strategies push well past 40 cards. Pack himself
Yeah,
is playing
that's
46.
literally what I just said. Thank you, commentators. My chat
it's
has
funny certainly to
knowledge!
see Gimmick Puppet Nightmare maybe get tributed off for Gimmick Puppet Nightmare, but unfortunately I think that's
Knowledge.
really going to be
Drop
a
out of
long shot
college.
for Duel. Odil's just joking there. They know what's going on. 9 rounds of Yu-Gi-Oh! Will bring a smile to anyone's face if you are just in it for the love of the game, and both of these duelists absolutely are.
No.
Yeah, as long as you're having fun, that's really the name of the game quite a bit for these events. Looking at the side decks, one thing that's interesting is both players are electing to side deck 3 copies of Crossout Designator. Pack has a single copy of Ash Blossom and Joyous Bring, so obviously he's trying to utilize that Crossout on Ash Blossom. Whereas Steven is not only incorporating 3 copies of Crossout Designator,
that's not what I was regarding about. But, oh, Daddy
Shields
Shields!
In his side deck. So we actually watched an entire game there where neither player had Ash Blossom in their main deck, though. Dream
Are they all there?
There's 2 there.
Both these players at least have some quantity of Ash
might have
Blossom
shot someone on our team.
It's going to be really interesting to see if the crossout designators come in. Both players clearly aware that they're both playing Brandon.
So backed off to the right. Watch the right. Watch the right. He's on the right.
No, I think I'll go ahead and banish my own option to make sure that yours doesn't. Try to find another way to maybe even give it a couple points.
Oh, I have to. I mean, I would guarantee beyond anything the crossout designator is going to make their way here into game 2. I think it's.
I didn't know that door could see the staircase on the rework.
Against Gimmick Puppet, as you commented on earlier, it also allows you, for example, to establish a field. Maybe it doesn't end with Gimmick Puppet, but then you can set it and use it on, for example, your opponent's Branded Fusion. There are some other kind of corner cases. I know it negates the effect, but sometimes you can actually put cards into the banish pile that you want to have banished for one reason or another. Something that's important to note if you're playing.
I think it would be hilarious if the way that they dealt with the puppet lock was by just saying, all right, we're going to print a Gimmick Puppet link 1. And you all have to run it, you fucking fools. That would be the funniest thing ever.
Sometimes Branded Chimera wants
We're not going to hit it.
Come on, Dark Magic.
Now we're just seeing the duelists just sort of gossip amongst themselves. Just 2 people who love Brandon.
Should I just rush in?
No, playtime.
Gosh dang it.
Interesting to hear Pac describe some of the things about Branded that he thinks are going on out there in the field that some players tunnel vision so much into Gimmick Puppet they kind of lose sense of what their deck is capable of doing in the bigger picture. And not only do you need to establish Gimmick Puppet, you need to establish a field presence that is innate, that will enable you to win on the second turn.
All right, so it looks like Steven is going to be going first here. So let's see how it pulls off, and maybe let's see how Psychic Puck may be if he does get Gimmick Puppet locked right off the bat.
That was a fucking Halo-looking ass movement, hun. Instead of jumping, it's with crouching. But like that was some Halo-looking ass movement.
The judge to go ahead and start.
Hey, what can I say? I played a bit of Halo.
Hey, Halo.
You were absolutely right. Pat guessed it from the 60 cards.
You don't get this far in the event playing 60 cards and it be really something else. When you go into an event, you need to have a refined list of what you would anticipate playing because you can make these assumptions and they're really important.
First. Or is that someone else? Was it Josh? Might have been Josh. I don't actually remember.
So again, first, before we begin this duel, during the last round, the judges did give a penalty, mentioning that it was a UC minor, but in fact it wasn't. It was a PE minor for miscommunication. So again, just a procedural error minor for a warning. Not anything that's going to interrupt our game or keep anything going, but just as a clarification there for our viewers at home.
I think referring to last round, yeah. So this particular match has been flawless thus far. But with that being said, we're going to be heading here into game 2. It'll give Steven the opportunity to see if he can combo back with his own.
Sometimes a card is just good right off the bat and continues to stay good, never kind of fades out. But it's true that we haven't seen Branded players use it as much or the Illusion Chimera deck use it as much. The Branded Law is certainly a great way to get into the game here, giving a little bit of more of insurance policy there just in case
they're everywhere.
There. That Pakawat could jump in. It looks like we are just going to go ahead and send out.
Where the fuck? Okay.
Claws, and it's got to be somebody else. So let's see what Steven chooses.
He already has that Branded in red. Again, as I commented on earlier, if you don't search Branded Fusion, you can assume the Branded Fusion was naturally drawn, which was the case here. So what'll be really great is he'll almost assuredly be able to search a copy of Mercurier, so he'll be able to go through his play with a little bit more protection than you would typically be able to. Ooh, he has a Pot of Desires in his hand. I do like that variation of the strategy, but if you're going to play 60, you might as well play Pot of Desires. Especially if you can search out some of the more important cards out of your deck, get that Gimmick Puppet out the wall, so there's not a lot of risk.
I was trying to do the sneaky.
Yeah, now this is what's going to allow him to eventually go into Granganol to get the Gimmick Puppet out of his deck.
Unfortunate.
Absolutely, this is protected by Mercurier, and then the Pot of Desires will be able to activate Resolve with no fear of banishing the Gimmick Puppet. So the question here now for Pakawat is, will he have a copy of Forbidden Droplet in his hand? But the only interaction that he has
Certainly a shout out there to Battles of Legends Chapter 1. The reprint set did have a great ultra rare copy of that Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. You don't have to look hard to find a good copy of the card.
Is that a variation that has that sort of rare ultra rare printing, if you know what I'm referring to?
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah, that was a really cool. I don't think a rarity that ever previously really existed.
Now, speaking of variations here, though, we are going to go ahead and see the Pot of Desires. You really don't see Pot of Desires in Fusion next that often because they need their resources, specific names and specific cards. But once you get rid of all those in a 60-card deck, sure, you've got extra, so go ahead and banish 10 and draw 2.
It's going to be a
Attack
shocker,
is no
but I know what site
stranger
they're
to
in.
this. I think he actually played a
Oh,
variation
yay.
with Pot of Desires at a regional or two recently. As I commented on, he's been playing Branded really for the duration of
Owie.
this format.
Oh,
It's
they have a
certainly a
P90.
fun way to engage in the
Well-
format and have a lot of flexibility in your deck. There's no
Rook Dock.
one correct
Who else is
branded
there?
list, unlike some other popular decks where everyone sort of settles on this is what we believe you should play.
Unless I'm not
Pot
gonna
being
use
his
the
own
P90
individual,
sound.
he's just going to play what he
Might.
wants, and it is paying off at least for that
I
first
think
game.
I saw a mute.
Now we're seeing a
The
Lure
5K might
Darkness
use
to
the
draw
same
2,
as the P90.
and there are some darks. We're going to banish Mercur here.
So some people refer to this as sort of the 60-card but turbo draw when you incorporate Desires plus Allure of Darkness. You even have cards like Talent that obviously can draw 2, so you've got quite the ability to draw on your opening turn.
And with all those being normal spells, Triple Tactics Thrust feels pretty good too.
Here is Spriggan's Kit, which is going to allow him to return the branded opening from his graveyard and then put another card in his hand at the bottom of the deck. As I commented on in a previous feature match, that is the way that you can actually recycle some singletons that you might not necessarily be able to recycle. I mean, cards like Despian Tragedy, but just knowing that you have additional layers of recycling in your deck is really important.
I'm just gonna.
You can tell that Steven is in fact the judge, as you commented on. He just wanted to double check to make sure that he could resolve his patchwork before activating it, as opposed to activating it and finding out the bad news.
I mean, you don't have to have a judge certification to check your cards, but it certainly helps when you're in the experience, in the vibe of going ahead and checking those so often, you know, helping players do
Call's
the same.
still going. Why is
Again,
everyone
it's one of
silent?
those things where always make sure to read the tournament policy guidelines, even if you aren't a judge, because it lets you know what it is when you're getting into in a Yu-Gi-Oh competition. You're not just playing the game, you've entered an event and have to follow those rules. But speaking of the
I
rules,
can't
once he
see them.
verified
Someone's
that,
in a
he
bathroom
did know
stall.
that he had that, so grabbing a Platinum Secret Rare Polymerization there for
We
the
have,
Rarity Collection 2.
Razor
Yeah,
and
that one really pops.
bathroom stalls right now.
Ooh, and he drew Tragedy, which is going to get him an additional search. Probably going to search something like maybe
Bring
Ad
back
Libitum,
from
because I know
where
he has Branded in red.
damn it.
Yeah, that would make
Yeah,
a lot of
I
sense. So
couldn't
that singleton copy of Ad Libitum.
Back smiling there, just very excited to see Brandon plays. Obviously, it's his favorite deck.
As long as that has Gimmick Puppet, right? 'Cause that is his
Also
favorite
his
card.
Gimmick Puppet.
Awesome.
Luckily, he did see the Gimmick Puppet in the graveyard there, so... Steven just rifling through there and grabbing a branded opening.
All right, back's going to play through. I was about to say, I'm not really sure what he can do, but I guess you want to see the two cards.
Both players excited about their deck, but understanding that this controlling strategy, while it has a bunch of giant monsters that could do damage, really the central linchpin of their strategy is Pakawat's favorite card, right? It is the Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. And it is a nightmare for the opponent, but they both know that, so we're about to go into Game 3, with Puck likely going first there and maybe being able to set up the same. So it's going
Discord
to
is
come to
still
one
fine, and
last
OBS is
series of
still freaking the
interactions
fuck
there
out.
with a very complicated road to get there,
What?
right? That's what's so interesting about the Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. It's not like one of these classic cards that sort of slows the game down where you just slap it on the board and that's it. You have to do a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Effectively to duel your way to the Gimmick Puppet Nightmare to get it on the board.
Yeah, any of the real typical fusion lines can usually result in it, even if it's kind of a watered down, though Pac did comment on how sometimes if you tunnel vision into it and you forego some of the other advantages that you can get
The
along
other
the way,
commentators
you
are
might not
trying to
actually have
defend
enough gas
Nightmare.
to win on the
Make it
turns that
sound like
follow.
a fair card.
But yeah, typically if you are able to establish Gimmick Puppet, especially in this matchup,
You
the one
have
thing
to
about
play
the
a
Branded
lot of
mirror match
Yu-Gi-Oh to
is
get there, and then
this
the other
isn't one of those-
commentator.
It's almost all just draw, 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 search, 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 special summon, special summon, special summon. And so what he's
Fucker, where
foregone
did she-
effectively
Oh,
is really
there's someone
any
else in
measure
there,
of
too.
control outside of a small line of trap cards. But effectively, he's just really trying to do
detected
the gimmick
outdoors,
puppet
uh-oh.
lock with whatever combination of cards. Just like you said, there's so many roads to get there. With 60
Well,
cards, you just have a bunch of
well,
different exits to choose
well.
on that highway to the gimmick puppet nightmare.
I still think I would play the Bestials. I mean, he's playing a card like Tier Element Sheeran, which is an
people getting
interesting card when you're
headshots,
playing
I
60
swear.
cards and you have all that space if you're willing to go up there. But I still think I would try to incorporate the Bestial package, especially in the hands where you can search out a McCourier, and that way when you
Literally my
pass to the
favorite part
opponent,
about the
you have
matchmaking for
McCourier
that
to
game.
back up the gimmick puppet
Our
lock.
team was
Well,
balanced
So it is
around the fact
surprising
that
to me
Ender
to
was
see
in the
that
party.
Steven
It
has
was
elected not
match
to
made to be like
incorporate a
geared toward
Bestial in
him.
his main
Their
deck or
team was
side
not.
deck, you know, and it's not like if you have that Serenir and Lubellion, it's too much of a
It was
commitment.
like,
But
yeah, you've got
nevertheless,
you've
we're
got
here
someone with
heading
less
here
time
into
in the
game
game.
3,
We'll
which
give
would
you
presumably
teammates on
be
that.
of
We'll give you
day
opponents
one.
better than the
We
two
have here
people
in our
with time
round
in the
9
game.
feature match. Pack will
Thanks,
be going
Ubisoft.
first.
Even the judge can
Ubisoft.
comment
Oh,
on the
that
fact that these
fucking
duelists
hurts
are
like
just so
hell.
happy to be here. And again, it just shows you for the love of the game,
think
win,
you're
lose,
in
or
it, starting
draw,
to freak
you are
out
doing
a
what it
little
is
bit.
that you love.
Not according to Discord.
Looks like he has a copy of Branded. Okay, I thought he had Branded opening, but it looks like he's regardless elected to start off with a beautiful new quarter century Secret Rare, which
There we
also
go,
came out in Rare.
Yeah,
Collected
Discord
second
says
moment
we're
there.
fine.
Fusion
OBS is the
deployments.
problem
This
here.
deck actually got
as
quite a few new
always.
cards, from Rinbrum to, of course, Fusion deployment, Alibur itself.
There's certainly some great stuff there. And technically, Guardian Chimera, people went back to it, right?
Oh, yes, you're right. I mean, I think all these strategies, because they play Brandon Red, need to play Guardian Chimera, so you're absolutely true. All right with that. That's another one.
Well, everyone's a winner in that set, but we can only have one winner here, so
So here's a good interaction for those of you that play Branded at home. Branded opening doesn't require you to special summon the monster. You can add it to your hand. So what Pac here did is he put the Despian Tragedy to his hand. That way he could banish it off of the Allure of Darkness and then activate the Tragedy effect.
I am
So
going to
this
have
is
to restart
essentially
OBS.
the same ultimate outcome,
Because,
which
of
is
course,
to get
it
Alibur
has
into
once
his
again
hand. But he was
skyrocketed my
able to
delay
do it in
for
such a
no
way that he got a
fucking
free bit of
reason.
card advantage through the draw. And not that we
Why is it
think
doing
that Steven
that
has
now?
any interactions on his hand,
No,
but
it's
now
been
he's able
doing
to
it since
summon
I
the
started
Alibur.
adding a delay because
With
it's
that
so the
Blazing
way that it
Contagion
works
to protect him
is
from
that
something
if
like
you
a
don't
Venom
have a
Dragon.
delay,
So,
it
of course,
will
that
not
isn't
add delay
Steven's
no matter
deck at all
how
anyway.
bad you are like that I've found. I've had it get over 3 minutes of delay before. At which point I obviously restarted promptly,
go
but
ahead and get rid of Fallen of
I
Elmas
can't
and
make it
Allure
not
the
do
Gesture
that,
of
if that's what you're
Despian.
about to ask. No.
Rivals combined to form
I
a
can't
new
make it
fusion
not do that.
monster,
The only way to
and
make
it's
it
going
not do
be
that is to stream without
Lubellion.
delay, which I cannot do from this house's internet.
Yeah.
He's going to discard Spriggan's Kit. I think he has a copy of Branded in High Spirits in his hand, which could have been another discard, but he elected to instead discard the Kit. Putting 2 back, and now he's going to put Mirror Jade on the field. And now he's going to presumably summon his Lubellion by sending the Albion. Now he's going to get Branded Lost.
Wow, the
Great
branded
resources.
player is
Again,
doing
there's
a
a reason
branded
why
combo.
this deck will pilot you this
Wow.
far into the tournament. Obviously, you got to be a
wow.
good duelist. We got 2
Really?
of them before us, but it really
Really?
shows you that while
Wowzers.
people are saying, oh, you know,
Wowzers.
Fire is the most popular deck, you really can play what you want. Pac and Steven are showing exactly that.
And now he'll have the Branded Lost on the field for his Fusion
At
summon
least
of
one spawned out
Ranganol.
front.
So this is where he'll be able to
Northeast.
search his
Random
deck for a
Black Spike,
copy
that's
of McCourier.
Siege moment?
Pat
Yeah.
commented sort of in the back and forth between games 1 and 2 that
Average
some people,
Rainbow
as I
Glitch
mentioned,
Siege
tunnel
experience.
vision into Gimmick Puppet. But it's important to establish other aspects of the Branded strategy, which he was absolutely able to do here by putting Mirror Jade on the
Oh,
field,
neat.
in addition
Feels so
to what
bad.
we'll eventually see here as he is working his way towards the
Oh,
Gimmick Puppet
they're in the
block. So,
lobby,
Gimmick Puppet sent to the graveyard through Ranganol's effect.
I think.
At least one is on 5 ping.
Stop tracking me. Jeez.
So it actually looks like he's going to have to add Fallen of Albaz to his hand, or probably
Stop.
Albion the Shrouded Dragon to get Fallen of Albaz into the graveyard
He could
because
have
he
just
doesn't
run.
have
I did. He was not there
the
for that long.
Fallen
Holy
of
shit.
Albaz in the graveyard for the Brandon Red that would allow him to go
Okay,
into
bro.
Sanctifier.
Well, certainly the path that he took, so Albaz hits the graveyard, and there's the Brandon High
That
Spirits.
was almost funny.
Oh, so this is one of the ways that he can do it, because he can still activate the Shrouded Dragon's effect in the graveyard to put itself at the bottom of the deck to send the Fallen of Albaz to the graveyard. But in doing it in this way, he's able to get a little bit of additional
Oh my god, everyone on our
advantage
team
and
is in
search out a
streamer
copy of
mode, by the way.
McCourier.
Courier certainly showing up.
That's
in spades.
hilarious.
Typically,
Oh,
in
that's
early branded
amazing.
decks, I feel like I only saw maybe one of them being run, so it's nice to actually see people using it not only for its negation effect, but also for its banish effect there too.
Yeah, it's a really fantastic sequencing here from Pakawat because he essentially got to more or less the same game state that he would typically have if he just searched out the Albion, but now he has the Titanic Clan in the graveyard, so he's just going to get additional effects during the end phase, and then that Branded and High Spirits bounces back to the hand anyway. So he'll have the Cartasia, the Branded and High Spirits back to his hand, the Branded and Red set. He has the Fallen of Albaz.
Yeah, okay.
He has everything he needs. Yeah, so now he'll be able to send whatever he needs off of the Quem that was special summoned
I
during
ain't
the end
played
phase
Pulse
for the
in
effect
years.
of Titanic Clad. So really showing you how you can maximize every bit with this particular strategy to make it so that if the Gimmick Puppet itself is met by, let's say, something like Forbidden Droplet, or of course you would do it to Sanctifier itself, there'll be an additional layer of interaction just by virtue of having the branded cards.
Definitely
beside it.
respecting his opponent, passing things, and here we go.
Ooh, it looks like he has branded opening, but I think he has Droplet as well.
That Forbidden Droplet is going to be game-changing, discarding the Gimmick Puppet Nightmare.
We both got to agree.
That unfortunately means he won't have Cross-Out Designator.
Why are you going meow?
O'Toole's having a great time up there again. It's just
Okay, they all
so
spawned
nice
out
to
front,
see
it
that
looks
after
like.
9 rounds, these duelists aren't miserable. They're having a good time. But as we search into the deck here, looks like we are going to grab. Looks like we might have set aside a.
Amos
Quem.
is getting crispy.
Whole squad's moving in.
So it's going to be
They're
a
all
Lure.
in the lobby.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, he does have Droplet.
They're rushing. They're rushing.
It'll be interesting to see how Pack navigates this.
The timing of Droplet is really going to determine the fate of
Whoa!
this duel.
Huh? How did my Nitro not get him? Excuse me, game?
Looks like we're just going to let that go.
It blew up right on top of him.
Likely getting a 60-card deck profile there. As we search deep in the deck to grab. We're going to quick look at the hand just to make sure what our targets
Oh,
may
he scared
be.
me.
One on the left,
Steven finally elects to get.
one on the right.
Oh man, please.
Like
Yeah,
one great
unfortunately-
lost, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that Deimos should be fucking dead. That's what bothers me about this.
And another Platinum Secret Rare, that is Rinbrom, I say.
He just tanked a Nitro Cell.
yeah. This is a
Did
problem
they
with the
nerf it?
Droplet is even
No.
if he tries to use Droplet, the branded loss.
No,
is
the
gonna
only
protect-
time the Nitro Cell has ever been nerfed was when they
not
made it
protect outright
heavier.
stop any chain
And that was
Sanctifier.
in
so
the
he's
middle
gonna
of
have
year
to
one.
try and use Droplet at some point earlier on if he wants to use it at all. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case here.
Just yeet the Nitro, huh?
Feeling old now. Back in my day.
Effect of Quem targeting.
Taking just a moment to figure out what we're targeting here. The Cartesia is going to be what we're going for, and now I think the Forbidden Droplet's coming down. What shall we get rid of? Looks like it might just be the Aluber going to the graveyard
Droplets.
to negate some effects and have some attacks.
Droplets. Now I want an alt art of Forbidden Droplet that is just somehow a reference to that scene. That would be fucking hilarious. I don't even know how you do it,
Nothing on resolution.
but I want it.
Oh,
Moving back into
you chose the
player
same
priority
thing
seat.
again.
Take a look at the graveyard. Thinking what might come next here.
I do not like this decision.
No, it's not correct, but there were already 3 votes. Fuck it.
Can I get on the couch?
Let's
please?
see
Can
what
I get
our
on the
branded
couch, please?
fusion
Can I get-
yields. Unfortunately, that Forbidden Droplet had to be activated,
No,
but
you're not allowed.
it's not going to get you any further.
Yeah, with
trying to
branded
bug
loss,
me.
I don't think it ends up mattering anyway. So
trying to
the
bug me.
protection that branded loss provides. So it's just one of those things that it's almost like Pack has just threatened Gimmick Puppet. I'm kind of curious why he didn't just do it earlier, but he's had the ability to summon it throughout the duration of this turn, quite frankly.
All right, I'm out of here.
Turn, I think we're still in the draw phase.
Yeah, that's true.
But it does feel like one because of so many interactions going back and forth and back and forth. Here comes Albion.
In the lobby.
So now he'll
Coming
get his Branded
upstairs.
Lost search, and then Albion.
Shit,
and
that's
again, he's
already
all protected
fucked.
here because of Branded Lost. Yeah, it's really rough. Forbidden Droplets only is one of the only cards that can deal with Sanctifier, but with Branded Lost, it ultimately doesn't matter. It's another one of the reasons why I think it's interesting that Steven's not playing Rebellion in his deck, because in a format where
God
Forbidden
damn it.
Droplet is going to be one of the most
Right
common
as I round
outs
the fucking
to
corner.
the Gimmick Puppet lock,
What the frick?
having
Okay.
access to Branded Lost so frequently makes it so that that's just not likely going to
Yeah, 'cause
happen.
he's just
But it's just like you
Team.
said, the Branded Lock is even easier to
Are you
perform
kidding
with
me?
fusion
I'm-
duplication,
Wow.
and the
That
crowd
was
cheers
interesting.
at
That
the
was
two
interesting,
Gimmick
like,
Puppet
pre-aimed right
Nightmares,
there.
one on each side of
You
the
are going
field.
the wrong
again.
way.
You'll do anything for your fans, and there they are cheering to the best of their ability.
Talk about a
Gimmick
sense of
Puppet
humor.
on Gimmick Puppet. Like an episode of the anime here as we are in
Ain't it?
Indianapolis.
The crowd is cheering. Look at that. That is
What
amazing.
was that sledge doing?
Just great reactions, but now I think
Something
we may
seems
Oh, that
actually
aim,
see
though?
here. As
Something
Stevie
seems
Deep
really
Steve in the
off
deck,
about
there
this
was
team.
certainly a lot of cheering there.
I mean,
but
that
we haven't
Deimos
had
just
any
was like
concessions
perfect
yet.
on
This
the
game
chest,
is
even
still
with
going.
recoil. That was a
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
holy
still,
shit. I
for
need
all
to see
intents
another
and
kill cam
purposes,
from him.
probably done, but
Unfortunately,
I can respect
I chose the
continuing
wrong
on.
time to play Maestro.
No,
right away
I would
from-
certainly think
early
it would be
from,
over too, but
fight
no,
because they
two
had
great
Jackal
Gimmick
and they had
Puppets
Deimos,
just
and
deserve
Deimos
to
was just-
see each other on the field,
I don't care where you are. I know where
meet
you
on the
are now.
face of battle.
yeah. So just to be clear, although Pac has probably, for all intents and purposes,
That is
put himself
Deimos.
into an insurmountable amount of advantage, they are going to continue to play on at least a little bit longer. The problem here is that he can just reestablish the Gimmick Puppet lock by attacking over the Gimmick Puppet.
Bringing out two monsters, it's always fun when your opponent's got one too.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
Valvaz getting rid of the Shrouded Dragon there. And Lubellion's going to say hello, discarding Blazing Artesia, and using as our fusion materials Lubellion itself. And that
Working on
feels like
16.
maybe we are going to see. Wow, okay.
Not gamer girl.
Oh no, not me.
Oh no.
Yeah, showing off Renatus, another Starlight Rare.
Don't
That
see
card-
Renatus every day.
You do because of Tenpai Dragon, actually.
Oh, that's
It's
true, that's
suddenly,
true.
it gives you this weird point of interaction. Wow. what
And
a-
now we can applaud for our winner again. Pakawat taking it not
shot
prematurely
off
there at the right time. Everybody got very excited to see the play there, but
Very hard to
just
see around the middle
two
mountain right
puppeteers
Oh
just
my
having a smile at
fucking
the end
God,
of a
game.
very long day here. But again, Pakawat is our match winner, and just an incredible set of duels there. You know, it's one thing,
Yeah,
some duelists, it's not their favorite
Wanna
deck
get a
to
shot?
see, but
Shot
again,
off
that
Okay,
is
I
the
don't
way
know
that it's
how
supposed to be
that
done.
passed right
That
through
is
your
what it
shield,
looks
but
like.
alright.
For two players to have a game plan that they both know and have to execute against each other, and it can still have a little bit of humor about
Okay.
it.
Okay, this ain't
I
working.
really think,
Hold
even
up.
though
I'm
Steven's
just
playing
gonna-
60 cards, that difference with the ability for Pac to always
the
have
frick?
Branded Lost
Okay.
up to add additional protection against the one main point of interaction, the Forbidden Droplet, was really the critical part there. Pac was
Okay,
able to
he somehow
establish
knew I was
the Gimmick
coming in
Puppet
around
lock
that
with Branded
corner.
Lost, both games 1
Even
and
though
3.
it-
In
even
game
though
3 we
you
saw
were
Steven with
blocking
Forbidden Droplet, but it didn't
all
ultimately
sideline.
matter.
I'm
Just
sus about this
great
guy.
stuff there, and it shows you that, hey, if you think
go.
that Brandon can't take the top spot, well, you were maybe wrong, because Brandon is still up here at the top tables. Ancient
game.
Pac all the way through the bubble. And don't go away, because we'll get a chance to have our
Not
final
sure
interview
how
for
in the
day
fucking world
with
that
Pac,
didn't-
just to ask him how it felt to go through that crazy duel.
fucking killed.
Don't go away.
Well, that was certainly a final round for the day. I have no idea how they managed to get a fucking branded mirror for round 9. That's fucking insane.
I see. Very interesting.
Who the fuck pinged me in this Discord? Shut! Life is pain. Oh, I should update the title since that's over.
Hurry, hurry, we're in the game.
I have time. I have to type like 7 characters maximum.
5 minutes should be plenty.
If there were 5 minutes of pick phase, I would not play this game. 5 minutes of character select for the 3-minute round. Oh boy.
Yay.
Or if we count prep phase.
I'm gonna give after a whole tour of the map before you play.
Yeah, just like pro play, baby.
Wait,
YouTuber tour.
do we actually do that in pro play?
I mean, not every round, but yeah. They do like a tiny little thing where they, you know, zoom through the map with the camera before everyone's loaded as a competitive map. He's deader than Taco Bell's best items, which they keep killing for some fucking reason.
You fucking muppet!
I don't think this person knows.
I don't think OBS understands that my connection is fine. I'm waiting for OBS to figure that the fuck out. Nope, because it's disconnected. Are you fucking kidding me?
How did I misread that as the inflation room?
Huh? Oh, never mind. That actually makes sense. Never mind. I had to think about that for a second. No, hold on. I understand how we would go from initiation to inflation. Because I know how humans read words, and that actually makes a lot of sense as far as misreadings go. The thing that bothers me the most about when OBS does this shit is that it costs me viewers on Twitch every time.
Yeah.
Because of how Twitch works. I was about to say, holy shit, good bailiff RNG. And then I was proven wrong.
There's no such thing.
No, there really isn't. I just point blank the drone without fucking moving, and it fucking didn't die. That's some impressive fucking... how is this gun a gun? How have we never buffed this at any point?
5 seconds and counting.
Uh,
Bomb located by Op 4.
Thank you. I have my escape hatch.
we have, like, no reinforcements.
I hear them at 3 ping. I hear them.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Yep, they're droning.
There you go. Now they can't see if they try to come that way.
You made them blind.
I did, though. Cool, our mute almost shot me trying to expand a rotate that was already walkable.
Oh, God. Team.
I love having teammates. Where the fuck was Mozzie when they died?
Near B. Yep, there's a drone over there. I'm spotted. Yeah, with Nomad.
Nomad, yep. God, this gun fucking sucks.
Ouch.
Yeah, with
Ash. Okay, they have angles that I can't fight.
You're shooting from behind.
They have one on site.
Come on, Eggy Sandwich, you got it. Probably,
One friendly operator
probably should have turned off that laser dot.
It'd be insane if you could turn it off.
If only.
Come on.
If only they made this game more realistic, SMH.
Oh, there was a mode for that. It didn't let you turn your laser sight off, but there was a mode for that.
What?
all friendlies were eliminated.
So the issue is with Clash, as I have to get really far away from people to switch shield.
Yes.
It takes like 2 seconds for me to switch shield to normal.
Yes.
Yep.
No demos. No demos. No demos. No demos. No
I'm
demos.
not doing this to take mute from them. I'm just doing this to make sure the walls get muted because I don't fucking trust randos. And mute's the only operator that I can do all 3 of them on my own. I just inherently never trust randoms.
Hmm.
Secure the bombs.
Ooh, tricky, tricky.
I am gonna cry if I'm the
Perky.
only one reinforcing the walls.
I'm sorry, madame.
I'm sorry, miss. Miss, will you please private message me, please, ma'am, please?
Mira, what are you doing?
All right, I'll help you reinforce.
Oh my god, this is so bad.
What do you need help reinforcing?
The Mira's reinforcing it. I don't know what the fuck this rotate she's made is. I'm not giving her a rotate to this fucking side as well. I don't know what the fuck she's smoking, but
Bomb located by Op 4.
holy shit, man.
Activating jammer.
Oh, I guess if you're playing over there, I'll leave that.
Yeah.
Jammer activated.
Just a little prick.
I'm sorry, I almost killed you.
Yeah, that's okay. So did the Mira. Yeah, I didn't have time to leave site because I was worried about Mira fucking team killing me. And her fucked up setup. I might just end stream after this game. We're getting
That's what you want to do.
We're getting terrible teams. All of my viewership on Twitch is fucking gone. I had good viewership, and then OBS started fucking breaking. So, and now it's all fucking gone because you have to manually refresh.
Loading full magazine.
Which, you know, most people aren't doing.
Hmm.
Because Twitch is a terrible fucking platform.
Yeah.
Op 4 is defusing a bomb.
You might die.
To disable their diffuser. Diffuser located. Disabled. One friendly operator remaining.
Well, they're all 5 are still alive?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
You just gotta YOLO it.
There's literally not enough time to kill all of them.
No, 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 no. You just gotta turn on your aimbot. Your legal aimbot.
I don't think we have that one. We have legal wall hacks. We have multiple flavors of legal wall hacks, in fact. What? Pulse, Lion, Jackal, Deimos. If you have really good headphones, there's arguably more legal wall hacks than that.
Trying to remember, wasn't it wasn't there a monitor that came out recently that gave you wall hacks?
Was there? Is that
I don't know.
a thing?
I've seen some tech YouTuber cover it.
That's terrible, but hilarious. Hilarable. Terius.
Oh.
Morbius!
Terry
Terry Bogart?
from yeah.
Yeah.
We need to locate a bomb.
They're upstairs.
Okay. I don't know the layout of this map, so give me 1 sec. Oh, there we go. Oh, hello.
Good morning.
Drone has located
USA.
No, you.
10 seconds to go.
Soldier Boy?
You.
I can just hide under here. That's
Afternoon
cool.
or evening, I don't know.
You've located a
Bold
bomb.
of you to assume it's not morning in my time zone, foolish chum. I mean, you'd be correct, but it's quite the assumption.
You have a laser geek girl.
Now, if you were to assume that I'm a fucking idiot, you'd be right, though. That would be accurate.
Yep.
I thought that was the last round. I don't know why.
Nope.
Hmm.
Now you can race against me, but can you race against time?
Finna.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb. Be advised your drone has
There we
located
go.
a bomb.
Well, I can't hide under there.
Like, it's not my internet. I'm fine in game. But OBS won't fucking work.
Hmm.
10 seconds before
At this
insertion.
point, I'm wondering if OBS needs to be reinstalled or something.
5 seconds.
No, I've already tried that, believe it or not.
You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and
There's
defuse
just
it.
nothing I can fucking do about it.
Oh, we're in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Reloading!
Yeah, yeet.
Watch out, there's a mirror window over there.
Yeah.
Three more.
Shit. Upstairs.
Someone behind us?
Upstairs.
I can. Oh, okay, I would try.
Nope.
I'm scared. Okay.
Op 4 eliminated all friendlies.
Okay, we're gonna try restarting OBS one more time. We're gonna play one more game. If we get shit matchmaking again, or OBS freaks out again during this next game, I'm ending fucking stream. Except I'm not restarting right now, because if I restart right now, then me saying that we're restarting is going to be lost to time, and chat won't hear it. You're gonna have to refresh
become lost
the page
media.
in about 30 seconds.
It'll become lost media.
Or don't, but stream probably won't come back if you don't, because Twitch is a terrible fucking platform. God forbid one fucking piece of technology works for 3 nanoseconds in my life.
Fresh. Hello, Twitch.
Yeah, see, I feel like we're all operating
There we
under the
go.
assumption that Twitch isn't a shit platform, when that is just not the case, unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately, YouTube isn't much better with their new ad changes.
I mean, YouTube is still overall a significantly better platform, though, is the thing.
Yeah.
Even for streaming.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the difference maker there is, are we in game? Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't put me in a game. Hello?
What the fuck? Neither of you were in the school. What the fuck?
Secure the area. Keep the bombs
What?
protected.
Huh?
Ambush set. Stay clear.
10 seconds remaining. Down to 5 seconds.
Hey, maybe since you're higher level than both of us, they might put you
No,
in a
the matchmaking
good,
is worse in solo queue consistently.
Oh. Maybe it's the other way around, though.
No, it's never the other way around. It has always been worse in solo queue for this game's entire fucking lifespan. Well, aside from the very beginning of the game's life, when there was no actual SBMM outside of exactly that.
Freak happened.
The game is programmed by fucking morons. That's what happened.
So Ubisoft.
Any fucking modern game developer. Like, I say it as a joke, but I mean it unironically. Ubisoft and Sega were just ahead of the fucking curve. Sonic 06 would not have been an abnormality if it released 10 years later. The fucking diffuser.
Doorway barricaded.
I mean, it is a better match, but to be fair, the fucking quality of the games we've had tonight has been really shit. So, not really much of a bar to be clearing.
Man. Okay, you know how you were talking about how this game was programmed by morons?
Yeah.
Well, while I was on the main menu, for some reason the game decided to hog all my PC resources, causing it to overheat. On the main menu.
Yeah, that sounds like something that would happen with this game.
Yeah.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
Find it kind of funny how it could have overheated at any point during the game, but during the main menu, that's when it had enough. All right, sure, game.
Stick together. Come on.
Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it.
Oh, and don't worry, my PC is fine.
Located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
Come through!
How?
Surveying.
How many fucking bullets does it take to fucking kill in this game?
Scanning.
Time to kill in this game is supposed to be under a second. I don't understand how I can fucking mag dump into somebody, hit at least a third of my shots, and they're fucking alive.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Yeah, to me it feels like wildly inconsistent sometimes with this game.
And for some reason, I just didn't fucking load in with the fucking party. That makes fucking sense.
Yeah.
How did she take 2 hits? That was the person that killed me. They had...
Is there some sort of hack going around where like they're
No.
allowed to take more hits?
I mean, maybe, but probably not. No.
Mission failed. A bomb was defused.
High pain? Is it running under like valve logic where if you have high pain you have an
No.
advantage?
No. No, Siege's countermeasure to that is that the way that it works in Siege is you're in 3 locations simultaneously. You're where you are on your client's end, the person who's shooting you's client's end, and the server's end all at the same time. And if you hit any of those 3, if any of those 3 U's get hit, you get hit. Or at least that's how it worked several years ago. I would imagine they haven't changed that, but it's been explained to work that way by like official sources before.
Huh.
Located by Op 4.
Reloading. Activate jammer.
You can end stream early if you want.
you game.
One friendly operator remaining. Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
Connection, it fucking started a few months ago. This internet has issues, but it wasn't... But it was fine for streaming. I would only have issues when the internet itself was the problem, and now OBS just fucking dies constantly.
You have located a bomb.
I wonder if there's like an OBS like port chat, like Discord chat or whatever.
I don't know. I've tried Googling this shit before, and the only results I find are people like, oh, well, if it framed it, it has to be your internet, because I don't understand what you're asking.
What the scallop?
Yeah. There'll be people like, well, I don't know what you're asking, so I'm going to answer a different question instead and say that it's your internet, even though you've already stated that you clearly have good connection according to every other fucking application on your device. Fucking on your network.
Yeah, that's clearly a skill issue on your part. Get good, scrub. Nothing's wrong with the perfectly fine streaming software.
And now delays over a fucking minute again. Yeah, and all of the fucking viewers are gone.
They were around for the one ad you did.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Down to one friendly. Bomb diffusion initiated. Protect the diffuser.
Okay, I guess they're back now, but I'm still gonna have to fucking restart OBS.
Diffuser was disabled.
You
Mission
can
failed.
just end stream if you want.
The problem is I don't want to, but nothing's fucking working. Nothing's fucking working, and we keep getting fucking teams where our teammates look like they've never fucking played a video game before, and the opponents are just fucking legally aimbotting. Is what it fucking feels like. Like the matchmaking
Especially
in this game is
that one
fucking
round.
terrible. The matchmaking in this game was fine until they fucking reset
Drone
it.
to locate a bomb.
And I've not been able to get out of this shithole since then. And as soon as I party up with other people, it gets better. The only exception is you, because your account is new, but all that does is make it the same matchmaking I always get, because it's already shitting me into new player lobbies for no fucking reason. It's like... My only options are like I've partied up with good randoms, and as soon as I party up with people that are like actually fucking good at the game, I stop getting in these fucking new player lobbies. I stop getting in these lobbies where I have fucking new players on my team and not the enemy team. At least there's a level 20 on the enemy team. That's something. Most of my lobbies, I open up tracker. The highest level on my team, other than myself, is fucking 50, and the lowest level on the enemy team is 100. And I know, that's just the playtime. It's not skill level. The problem is, even when it is low-level opponents, it's always smurfs and cheaters.
Yeah.
And when I get high-level teammates, you're right, it's not an indicator of skill if that's what you were going to argue, because I got high-level teammates that are worse at the game than me. And it's like, I can't fucking play the game. These are issues with the matchmaking that were not there before they fucking reset everything, which was pointless. They changed nothing about the queue, and then they were just like, yeah, what if we just fucking nuked everyone?
Screw you, unmatches, unmakes your...
How does he even fucking know I'm there?
Is it the same guy from that other game?
No.
Watch for the blast!
Swapping mags!
Swapping mags.
Diffuser is online and active. Op 4 last operator standing. One friendly operator remaining.
Holy shit, we win the round.
Somehow.
Yeah, he doesn't have time to defuse. Oh, that was fucking sick. I really wish that I wasn't in such a shit mood from everything not fucking working.
Yeah.
Because that would have felt fucking great.
This is the slightest dopamine hit. I wouldn't know about dopamine. I have ADHD.
I still love the fact that Zero and Yana got revealed, and this fucking happens whenever they reveal a new, like, camera-related operator. They got revealed, and everyone was like, man, these operators fucking suck. And then they were
Boo.
wrong. I mean, Yana at
Poorly
least took a
aged.
while to start seeing play in Pro, but I really think that that's just because, like, pros are wrong sometimes, is the thing. Look no further than Smite's final year of pro play, where they were building objectively wrongly in multiple roles, in at least alternating roles, but pros were building mathematically objectively wrong, like, frequently, in any given role, at literally all times of Smite's final year of pro play before the Smite 2 hiatus. I'm not even fucking joking. ADCs spent about half of year 10 of Pro Smite just building really fucking wrongly. Like, they would have like 2 of their 6 items just be items you should not have been building at that point in time.
Yeah.
That gun does not do
Whack.
that much damage in one shot. Not at that range. Also, I was not that far out. Cool.
Tagging the hostiles!
Fucking wonderful.
Hmm.
Breaching charges up.
One friendly operator remaining. We have been eliminated.
Like, why am I against people with aim like that also know how to play the game normally? Like that. And you know why? The answer is because, like, the matchmaker is just fucking terrible.
Yeah,
It's fucking awful. Like, there's not a goddamn reason why I should just be. I fucking hate too that there are people when if you complain about matchmaking, they're like, "What do you want? Every match to be free?" No, I want my matches to be fucking winnable. You know, I'm not one of those morons that says skill-based matchmaking is a bad thing. If your game needs to not have skill-based matchmaking, it is poorly designed, COD fans. Call of Duty multiplayer.
Calling out.
No, I will call out COD fans on this point, because the thing about skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty, the reason that skill-based match... How the fuck did I get a comm strike? I haven't been commed a single time all night. So, you know how we've been trying to figure out how comm streaks work, because, like, we haven't been able to figure out how long it takes and, like, what causes you to, like, keep or lose them after any given game? You know how we've been trying to figure that out since the system got added? Well, I figured it out. It's fucking random. I've gotten no comms all fucking night. Not a single one, and I have a streak.
You got some pretty bad games in like 5 in a row. Congratulations, you get a comm.
Like, no one commended me. I don't understand. Anyway, so the thing about Call of Duty matchmaking, the thing is, right? Call of Duty's multiplayer formula and the way that it is built fundamentally does not work with skill-based matchmaking. I acknowledge this. But I'm here to tell you why, while we're on the topic of skill-based matchmaking, just on this little micro tangent. The reason COD's multiplayer fundamentally does not work with skill-based matchmaking is because it relies on dropping real players in as cannon fodder. The entire COD multiplayer formula is designed around putting a lobby of you know, however many players, and the top third of those players, give or take, are actually intended to play the game as intended. The rest of them are cannon fodder. But that doesn't work with skill-based matchmaking. But that is COD's multiplayer. That is why skill-based matchmaking feels so bad in Call of Duty, because it is objectively bad game design and fundamentally flawed. People complain, oh, Titanfall's, you know, with the AI they ruined the game modes because the bad players can farm. No, the AI makes skill-based matchmaking work in a gameplay loop where it would normally ruin it. Those little AI dudes in Titanfall, they make skill-based matchmaking a viable option for COD's formula. Titanfall literally fixes the biggest issue with COD's formula. It gives the cannon fodder without costing the player needing to be the cannon fodder, unless they're sweating their ass off every game. Also, I have invited one of you and the other does not have the game open.
Oh, whoops. I thought we were done with... Okay, yeah, hold 1 second. I wouldn't know, because I stopped playing COD after, like, Black Ops 2, so...
Yeah, that was before SBMM got, like, really crazy. That was before SBMM made the multiplayer stop working.
Yay. Hooray.
Like... Black Ops 3 was the first one that I heard people complaining about it at all, but like people claim now that Advanced Warfare is when it got bad, and I don't think that's the case. I think Advanced Warfare is when the skill gap became like notable because of movement and shit, but people are just like, yeah, Advanced Warfare is the start of the downfall. Even though some of those people are also people that are going back and being like, you know, these games are actually kind of good. Also, no, seriously. The COD player base is really funny. I periodically see videos on YouTube, and it's just like it'll be some COD YouTuber, and they'll be like, "I'm gonna go back and play X game that everyone hated, and the only one people still hate is Ghosts, and even that some people think is a lot better than it was given credit for at the time." Like,
hey, at least it wasn't the 2023 Modern Warfare game 3 game.
I never played it or Ghosts, so I'm not sure. But I do know that some of the more hated CODs are the ones that I actually enjoy.
I have played Ghosts. I played a lot of Extinction, not a lot of PvP. Advanced Warfare was very interesting because I believe it's currently and will only probably for the foreseeable future. I mean, the only COD that had loot boxes which weapons had different stats.
Yes. The thing about that is, at launch, they were very easy to get for free.
I see.
Yeah, and Advanced Warfare was the start of COD having a shitload of microtransactions, but the thing is, that statement completely disregards the fact that that is not launch Advanced Warfare. Like, it's not like Advanced Warfare itself is the problem. This was higher-ups coming in and saying, no, do this. Advanced Warfare itself was not the beginning. It just got forced to be.
Alright, let's go.
I invited you.
I'm in.
Well, you weren't when I said that, you fuck.
Nah, you frick.
Nah, you heck.
You fucking heck!
I'm feeling good about this next game.
Yeah, fucking Siege matchmaking was literally fine, and then when they decided to completely ruin quick match playlist, they reset the casual MMR for some reason, and like matchmaking has been terrible ever since.
I also remind you that we are also gaming in the middle or at evening on a weekend when everyone's online.
Which means it should be better. If we're gaming at prime times, that means matchmaking should be better, not worse. Like, that doesn't...
Yeah, we'll screw you. Unmakes your match.
That's what they did! That's the problem! That's like the center of the issue. They unmade the match.
Wait. When am I going to catch stuff on fire with now?
Well, they are in Aviator. Shock. Damn.
They're in what?
Upstairs? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
I don't understand why they reset MMR for casuals. There's literally no reason to do it other than to fuck with matchmaking for no reason. And I am still fucked over by it, and it's really fucking
10
annoying.
seconds to insertion.
Breaking
5
all the
seconds to
windows.
go. Proceed to
Chaos
bomb
dragon here.
location and defuse it.
Clean my mouse a little bit. There we go.
Loading mag.
I'm going up here.
Oh, they have a castle. That's why they fucking. That's why they broke that.
Ready to breach.
Thought I selected the other guy. Whatever.
Breaching. Setting breach charge.
I got
One
you.
nitro cell
Oh.
down.
That was just disrespectful, my guy.
Castle is southwest hallway.
Yeah, I see that.
Swapping mags.
He killed me before coming around the corner after I shot him in the head. Like, what do you fucking want from me here, game? Oh, because he never actually went out of fucking sight. But he did. But he fucking did.
All right.
Good. Okay, we'll call
Is that the only guy there?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
the
so.
other two are on site. And that's both nitros down.
I'm
I
gonna
have
toss a
EV
grenade out.
ready.
You can cluster through reinforced walls. You might be able to get one on the vault. I don't know if anyone's
Yeah, but
in
there's
there.
someone right there. Oh shit, they're thinking. Behind you, behind you.
Remaining.
Okay.
Friendlies have been eliminated.
That was weird. That like the impact particles made it appear like it came like in front of you. I got a little confused for a second. Because, you know, this is a functional game.
You know what? I think I'm gonna play Fuse.
All right, let's try this.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
They're
I have
probably
ex-
going to be in trophy. If not, they're probably going to be right below trophy. And if they're in dining room, I have questions. But also based. But also I have questions.
Let me in.
Be advised
Oh.
your drone has located a bomb.
Wow. It's almost like I
Whoa.
know what people do because no one ever plays fucking fun.
I think so. Yeah, I shot at someone before I died, and it made the impact sound, but he was still
I
at
got a
full health.
squelch, and I definitely domed him, and he was
Diffuser is no
full health.
longer in your possession. Op 4 eliminated all friendlies.
Oh. Okay, that was
Aw.
the weirdest mouse movement. And OBS is
Why do we
fucking
keep-
dying again. Wonderful.
The wiki.
The
Why
fucking
do we keep running-
second I start to bounce back, and it fucking breaks.
I'm noticing Discord also occasionally freaks out too.
Yeah, occasionally,
What-
but nowhere near as often, and for nowhere near as long. That's the fucking problem, is that OBS is the problem, and at this point it always starts with OBS, and I'm convinced that OBS is just breaking my everything.
Yeah.
But I can't even fucking restart it to get everything fucking working again until it stabilizes, which it's not going to do usually until multiple minutes after everything else on the
Your
network
drone has found a
does.
bomb.
Did we find? Okay, yeah, we found it.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds before insertion. Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
You know, I just realized. So I started to play Fuse this match, but none of these fights are good to Fuse.
No, this map doesn't really have anything to do with Fuse.
I'm not gonna go upstairs this round.
I've released the boogie. Digging them out.
Let me in. Okay, there we go.
Activating sound sequence.
Oh, hello.
I have a question. Can you fuse here on the one ping? There's a there's a castle barricade you can break with that.
He's aware. Oh my fucking.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Next to the
Oh,
hat- next
oh
to
yeah.
the
You
hatch
can
if
you can hurt me. I forgot.
Next. Right where you are.
No. The hatch.
This ping.
Over here.
I'll ping. I'll.
Oh gosh. I'll avenge you. No. Why did you keep moving forward? Ah.
So, but that guy in our team, the fucking ram, blew up my charge, and so when I try to place on my second charge, it tried to blow up the last one.
One friendly operator.
1 volt,
Four
right next
last
to you, I think.
operator standing.
To your right.
You got this.
It just sound like they're above you for some reason. They might be above you. Yeah, we're on stair.
You have dropped the diffuser. All friendlies have been eliminated.
Hmm.
I do not like Ram's gadget very much. Which is unstoppable.
You can shoot the back of it.
Trophy
There's
room.
a small canister.
I know how to destroy it. I'm just like I'm not a big fan because I think it's the ground switch where I can't fuse it.
I mean, the problem there isn't Ram, it's the player.
True. I mean, what they were doing was smart, but they also didn't realize that they were outside of fuse. Who was trying to fuse. You should probably let the fuse go first to confuse them. You can puzzle them,
Protect the
and
bomb.
when you can have your way. Make a big hole in the wall.
Frick. Nope.
Loading.
10 seconds.
I'm gonna make Ian be site one room.
Changing mind.
Increase surveillance on bombs. Op 4 has a diffuser.
Laying out the rock.
Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it.
Where?
Heads up. Razor bloom out. Setting up. Razor bloom out.
Oh well.
He broke open skylight over by trophy. What the fuck?
Are they all over there?
I mean, one's on the roof. I don't know exactly where.
Hmm. Okay.
Droning red stairs.
Last one's Tom Clancy himself.
One op 4 remaining.
Oh, hello.
Right side.
Location has been compromised.
Watch out for that. Okay.
Victorious.
Can't
Late
believe that
pigeon.
worked.
Eliminated.
I can't believe that worked.
What are you, a spider? No, get out of there. Okay, trophy room, obviously.
The Lord.
The Lord. Oh, Lord.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
All set.
Reloading.
10 seconds left.
Setting the welcome mat.
Made a
5 seconds
beautiful
and counting.
picture. And I forgot
Screw
to set
that
up
picture.
site.
Keep an eye out for op 4 attempting to
everyone
defuse your
did.
bomb.
I went to close my door.
Laying out the welcome mat.
The cats are being noisy.
What are they noising about?
Literally nothing.
Are they below us?
Eh? Be weird.
I don't know why.
Shield is up.
They're coming from Aviator.
Forward aviator.
Dope.
Thank you.
Dispatching grenade.
The Nomad.
Okay.
So pretty. Thank you.
Op 4
Kinda
last stop
sus.
standing.
There's a little bit sus.
Little bit of sauce right there. Where was it?
Window. Oh, yeah, he knew exactly where I
Op 4
was.
has
I don't know if he
located a
fucking
bomb.
saw me
You
go
know
in
what
there
to
and just
do.
didn't shoot for some reason.
Friendly
Got him.
Victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Gotta go to Fireman stream and ruin her day. Real quick.
No vote. I'm not voting. Trophy room isn't available. Where's my third place bronze trophy?
As opposed to a second place bronze?
No, the thirst place bronze trophy.
Wouldn't that just be a cup?
Just speaking of, I don't have chat open. Speaking of,
Yeah, I
don't have
need
the
to refill my water after this game.
Here, hydrate.
I can't. I just established
Has located a
my
bomb.
water's empty.
One reinforcement.
Ready.
10 seconds.
Game just
Down
wouldn't
to
let me
5
move my fucking crosshair. What a functional game.
No.
Okay, now we're gonna run down. Oh my gosh.
Someone's think. Yeah, someone's coming through B.
Barricade broken on one ping.
Okay, I had my crossover over his head. What the freak? Okay.
That fucking snap.
I'm blind. Hold up.
Friendly, last operator.
Okay, yeah, cool, great.
Mission
I
failed.
love Nomad.
All friendlies were eliminated.
Nomad. I just realized 3 of our teammates are within 20 points of each other. Almost.
Were the opponents? Were they friendly and fair? No, they attacked me. I don't think that was pretty friendly.
No commendations. Ouch.
Plays a multiplayer shooter. Were the opponents friendly and fair? No, they shot at me. It refuses to elaborate.